It's a pain.
You just motivated me. I'm gonna make some tea.
Alright.
Good call.
Let me... I think I need to turn Discord down a little bit. So this is being recorded, is that fine?
I don't care.
Okay. Some people care.
Yeah, you might have to ask the others if they come in.
Yeah, I will. Everyone will get notified. God, I don't even know.
What's your Twitch, by the way, just so I can have that up?
It should be on my profile, Lady Shapeshifter. Just click my profile.
Okay.
Also, I'm streaming right now, doesn't it? Oh wait, Discord doesn't. Right, it's different. Never mind.
Wait a second. New profile.
Okay, I'm alive. I need to look. So the way I have it set up is my phone always looks at Twitch chat. Because I do not have two monitors.
Oh crap, what do I do about... I'm gonna mute the volume on here, hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Yeah, any rebound's really bad. My mic can be kind of sensitive, so we get like a weird feedback loop sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Discord volume. Seems to be good, and just muted the Twitch volume.
Awesome.
It's a black screen for now.
Okay, why is this?
What kind of tea did you make?
It's green tea with white tea.
Nice.
I'm still not getting the live broadcast Twitch chat. Okay, here we go. That took a little bit. So now Twitch chat's open in case I need to look at it.
I'm gonna mute myself for a second while I'm making
Sure,
some tea.
go ahead.
Oh, I mute actually.
Oh, there's no footage. I'm not playing the game yet, but yeah, I should probably fix that. I was wondering why the footage was black. Okay. Nice. Nice indeed. If the frames are bad at any point, let me know. Hey, Soma. But I think the frames should be okay. What do you mean authorize Twitter? I don't fucking have a Twitter. I'm gonna leave that open for volume. That might be everything. I don't know how many people are joining, is the thing. I know that one of you is getting tea. So I'll wait a bit. The other thing is I gotta make sure the volumes on everyone's end works out, otherwise I have to do some manual rebalancing. Alright.
I've never been a part of one of these before, by the way, so I'm learning as we go.
No, you'll be good. Don't worry. I was wondering, is anyone else joining? I think there was at least one other person that said they might. I'm gonna ask here, hey, was anyone else? Twitch profile.
My only real solid request is just no Watcher, please. I don't know any of the cards or anything.
I don't play
That's
Watcher
it.
very much. It's fine. Yeah, I don't like Watcher that much.
Alright.
Yeah, let's just start, I guess. Alright. Is everything good here? Oh yeah, say something again. I think your volume's fine though.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah,
Testing.
you're fine. Okay, cool.
Alright.
Let us go do something. So I forgot what I played last time. This is where I am right now. Defect's a little lower. Haven't been playing him as much just because. Well, I have, but I died a couple more times, I guess. Let's do silent. Another try. Guardian. So, I mean, having a fire is nice. And then we get a lead, and then that, it could be aggressive. Then, yeah, it looks the best to me.
We can take the 18 damage or 15 damage, 250 gold, and take that question mark path through the early shot.
Yeah, that looks good to me as well. I agree. I was trying to see if there was a case for like the 1 HP, maybe, but I don't think that's really important. I'm just gonna do that. Because presumably we're gonna be fighting less anyway if I take damage, or if I go through that path.
Yeah, it had a bunch of question marks and the campfire before the elite, even if.
See, this is why I was nervous about doing this, because I've never actually had like an audience of a couple people, just like randomly. So that's kind of, like, I know I'm literally streaming on Twitch, but like actually talking to me in the presence is a little different. It's usually my goofy friend, right? So let's see here. If I do that, that doesn't help as much, so I'll just do this. Okay, we're fine. Oh, weak, right? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I would have put the strike on the one on the right the last turn. That way you would have been able to kill it there, but it's not gonna matter.
It's probably true. Well.
Probably dash. It's really strong early.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Incense burner. Okay. I don't know what anything else was. All right.
You found on the right.
I love this game.
I also really like the one that gives you an artifact charge, but just not as much on silent.
It's just like, it's intangible. I don't know. It's really good. So, right. I think a turn that might actually matter here slightly. So, what am I doing? So I want this to be on 4, so if I could kill next turn, that'd be sweet. So I kill next turn pretty often, but let's see, I would need 16.
You'd need the dash or neutralize.
I would need pretty much these 3 next turn, or I could use explosive thought.
I would strike it and take the one.
I think so too. I think it's pretty common we might get all 3 like this.
Yeah, just so you know, there's a little delay, I guess, on my end, so you're seeing things slightly faster than me, but that's okay.
Okay, sure. How bad's the delay? Is it like 3 seconds, 4 seconds?
Yeah, maybe like 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
That's not super bad. That's okay.
Yeah, it was funny, just like the instance burner thing. You had already like known what you were gonna do, and I hadn't seen the shop yet.
When you saw the shop, like you were like, oh.
It's all adding up. You can dash and neutralize, strike, and then you take no damage. If you
Well, there's a lot of ways that take no damage. I'm just trying to think of like the best thing, because like I could kill this, or I was thinking I could dash to this maybe in piercing whale.
I would think dash the little one, neutralize the big guy, and then strike the little one. But maybe there's a better way to do it. Because yeah,
I'll
piercing
start
whale,
with this maybe.
yeah.
And then we'll do.
I wanted to neutralize here the big guy just so you don't take any damage, and then just use a strike to kill the little one.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. For some reason, I really wanted to play piercing whale very badly in that fight, but I don't think that made much sense. Alright. So again, 4. I guess
Yeah.
for turn 1 it would have been better for hallways, but whatever. So, you know.
Yeah, I think 4 is good.
It's probably not even gonna happen though. Yeah, I don't think it's actually gonna happen. I don't think it matters. I guess I could have saved some health to do dash or whatever, but I'm just gonna. It's fine. Whoa! Never seen that before.
Oh, it's one of the new ones. It's very strong. Yeah.
No, I love like the color thing. That's the new thing.
Oh, nice, nice.
It's like rainbow potion now.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure if it's worth taking dodge roll. I would assume not. I mean, my deck is probably lacking some damage at this point. I don't think slash is the answer though.
Yeah, I never used slice, but it might be good. I just.
If it's better than now, it's like very minute. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
just
up
going
against Guardian too,
to
right?
assume. No, Guardians. Yeah, like we're fine.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
I was saying.
I'd
'Cause
take
against
none.
Lana, maybe, but yeah, either none or dodge and roll. Either way, it might be too early for dodge and roll. With what
Probably
you have.
neutralize.
Well,
Dash
neutralize gets better with piercing whale because sentries you can clear all the charges.
Yeah.
You can actually make them weak. So,
I don't.
like, the only thing is sometimes I use that distilled thing on turn 1 against this guy just because that way he doesn't gain a buff from the skills, but you might not need. You have intangible coming in a couple turns.
Yeah, I think it's fine not to do that.
Yeah.
This is a really,
very...
really strong potion. That's basically
yeah,
why.
exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And dash is very helpful.
Wow, really good dashes. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. And then you're gonna be intangible next turn, so this is pretty much as good as this fight was gonna get.
Yeah, absolutely. Easy fight.
Maybe explosive potion to kill it if it's not already dead. Oh no, dash.
Oh, I forgot to look at the thing first. Whoops. Anyway,
It worked out.
quick slash probably, or backstab are both okay. How many cards I have? I mean, no. Okay.
I honestly don't know how to use Grand Finale. I feel like there's some way to make it work.
Grand Finale is good if you have a specific number of cards, or if you can emulate your card draw very well. But like, yeah, it's sort of a sitting. I don't know. It's definitely a curse a lot of the time. You have to have pretty good manipulation for it, or like I said, a certain order. In particular, I would need to have like 12 or 17 cards for that to be used, but then if I did, then I would not want to remove or add cards, because then it would deactivate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put you in a very awkward position for sure.
Yeah, so it's a very awkward card a lot of time, but I've seen this card basically carry Act 2, so it's like possible, but I like it as a card. It definitely encourages some funny stuff. Backstab, I think, maybe looks good because of dash being a thing. It's just like,
it's one of those weird cards that I like
Mm.
early in my innate, to start in my hand, and then later in the game, it's kind of like this is wasting a spot in my starting hand, which usually is disrupting something more important that you could be doing. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that card.
I think I'm lacking damage enough that I probably take Quick Slash and upgrade it. This upgrades to 12? Yeah, maybe I just take Quick Slash. I mean, this upgrades to what? 15? That's also pretty good.
Quick
I'll
Slash is
I'll try
doesn't
Quick
have the
Slash.
same problem. Yeah, it doesn't have the same long-term problem that Backstab does. Because Backstab turns into like almost kind of like an innate curse that just is ethereal
I kind of
later
like,
on.
yeah, I kind of sort of don't like Backstab as much as some people lately. I don't know. Cause like I know why people pick Backstab, just so they have like a guaranteed way of killing things in hallways, but I don't know. I feel like our deck is okay. We have Incense Burner.
Yeah, and I think Dash is gonna give us enough output and block to not really need to worry too much about that.
Okay, do I just
So
die here if I go this way? Probably
you
not.
might. Let's see.
I
Well,
could
you
go
have two strong
this
potions.
way and then take that instead, or could. It's fine.
It's just kind of it's kind of an iffy situation because you really don't want to go through that shop, and the camp they could get a double campfire or miss So this turn. Usually in this fight, I would end up using that explosive potion, but you can kind of wait.
We're gonna wait.
Definitely take down that 42 on the left for sure.
Yeah, I wish this was on literally a better number. I do wish that.
Yeah,
That
would be
almost
nice.
kills it. Not quite. I could do explosive pot like you said.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of explosive pot here. This is the turn I would use it. Because now you're not taking any damage. Explosive pot just did 30 base, or 26 effectively. I can't do anything.
I'm gonna
else
hold
here.
this out for basically forever, I think. This potion. It's very good. Alright, now we have to play the game of how fast do I kill these guys.
I think actually two strikes here, and take one damage is
No,
an option to
I
consider.
was, yeah, but I was thinking more about like,
Oh, which one to hit?
yeah, so like I think, let's see, if I go, okay, how many turns let's say I do 12 output normally, yeah, let's say 12 damage normally, something like that, or at least, what I hope for, then this guy's, I'm gonna say it's 3 turns, 1, 2, 3, so it's probably this one. Well, no, right, no, because this counts as a turn,
I'll
so...
hit the guy on the right. I think it's the other one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right, because then this turn counts as 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll do this. And then you're right, we get to decide if we play 2 strikes or a dash. I do...
So what's the damage differential gonna be? So if we
It's 2
do
difference.
10,
2 difference.
it actually I think does matter because
It might,
if
yeah.
you drop it to 19, it's a big difference, yeah.
So,
well, hold on, what's in your deck? Do you have
17, so if I get like...
a quick slash and strike, I would be able to do the 18.
Yeah.
I would err on this side of take 1 damage and do 2 strikes to it.
I think so too. I think it's fine. I agree. I don't know. I didn't do the math super hard, but I think what we did was fine. Alright, this seemed like it might have been correct. Dude.
I would neutralize, oh no, you don't even need. Yeah, it looks like it's working out. Really.
Rip. Okay.
Oh, that sucks. But at least the piercing bell is effective here, so no damage taken. So it's kind of okay. I would quick slash first just to see what we get. On the other guy, probably. Well, no, yeah, that one. Yeah, survivor and then just strike it. Do you hear me weird because of the delay?
No, I think your mic's a little crusty, but it's like pretty fine.
Oh, okay.
That's unfortunate.
It's the computer microphone, so sorry about that.
You're good. Oh man.
1 turn off, that sucks.
We do kill him every time this turn. I could wait. No.
Not worth the damage, I don't think.
Oh, this is cool looking too. Upgrade all cards in your hand. I think I had this once. I don't remember if it crashed the game or not, but I heard it did. Back in the day.
I've had it a bunch of times. It hasn't crashed on me. I would take fumes all day here. It's a surprisingly good potion. Like it's not I think it's properly placed on its rarity, but
It's pretty good potion.
I think it can work.
I'm just gonna block, I think. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I have Akabeko. Oh, it's here.
This fight can get kind of messy right now, just because the guy has your attack damage weakened.
Yeah, it's a little messy for sure. I'm just gonna trust that my damage output here is decent enough. Can you stop attacking me? Holy crap. That's a little rude.
Yeah, it's actually kind of okay though because it's better than this guy making more strength on himself. Yeah, you'll be able to block his damage. Yeah, if you quick slash and dash, you'll only take 2 this turn, and at least have that guy killed.
I was thinking I could just like... Yeah, I think I have to kill this for better block, yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I would dash and block.
Alright, alright.
It's up to you, I mean...
No, I agree. It just felt disappointing that I had to take any damage, really.
Yeah, especially when you have fumes going, so you can kind of hyper focus on block.
Forgot. Yeah, I'm gonna probably just use this. I don't know.
I don't think either way matters.
Sure doesn't.
He's gonna...
I'm gonna think about this a bit more. So I know we're about to fight a hallway, so it doesn't matter. But I'm still gonna.
Yeah, so now it's a good turn, I think, with the instant. And fumes just gonna do works. Just let it.
How much does he block? I think neutralize and the other thing's fine. I can probably usually kill this turn if I want to. Do I want to? Well, I mean, I do anyway, so. Alright.
I would try to just block and let him die. He's gonna die anyways, yeah. Couldn't do anything that time. Crippling Cloud's amazing.
Sure is amazing.
Definitely dash.
I think I just block here.
Yeah, it's either block or fumes. Your deck seems kind of like it's gonna be okay if you just block and not take any damage this way.
Yeah, I agree. It's fine. This turn I would not have killed with the other one, I don't think. Okay.
This is a problem.
Sure is. Good turn for that.
Fumes wouldn't have done anything this fight anyways, so we wouldn't have had enough output to kill.
I do have to literally do it now, so I guess he dies this turn. That sucks. Yeah, this has been a terrible.
Yep, 15 damage is a lot, but
probably.
See what's up.
I mean, it's not the best deadly poison, admittedly. It's okay. It's pretty good. I don't know. I don't like that none of these are upgraded, obviously, sort of shit.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with the deadly poison. Is usually I want to upgrade. You want to upgrade.
Yeah, I noticed the cards sort of like. It's...
But it would be like last on your list compared to Crippling Cloud, Noxus Fumes.
I have
So
Blessing of the Forge, I guess, is the reson why I'm gonna take it. I could die soon, theoretically. Maybe. I'm fine.
Backflip's a good alternative. It's probably the only other thing to consider, but
too early. It's not. It's way too early for that.
So this is interesting.
I think probably Funnel.
Well, the crazy thing is all 3 of those are very powerful.
No, I agree.
Funnel kind of to match what's going on here. Potion Belt I tend to really like as well.
I mean, Lantern's pretty good too, but
yeah, they're all really good. So you can't make a bad pick, but you're clearly going to be a poison deck. So applying 4 poison at the start is probably not the worst thing that could happen. Is that better than potion slots?
I'll say this is better long term, but this is like more likely for me not to die was kind of the main thing, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna still take this. I'm assuming that Distilled Chaos will get me through a bad turn. Don't be a hallway fight, thank you. Upgrade a card's pretty good. I think I'm gonna upgrade Noxious Fumes or Deadly Poison. Probably Noxious Fumes, Crippling Cloud, then Deadly would be the order. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, especially going up against the boss, the Noxious Fume is going to be way better than all the...
I do have to heal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then we fight Guardian. Let me drink my tea here.
Yeah, I don't think this is a hand you'd want to upgrade the cards in. If you're gonna use the port in this fight, probably do it on like I don't know, not even really. Maybe here, just to double defend.
I don't think it's much worries.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be just okay. I would use both blocks.
Yeah. I can use this later if I have to. Theoretically bad against thorns, but I'm probably fine. This I'll save, I guess. And then that, I guess.
I would say piercing will, because he does the 20 damage attack at some points, where he attacks like 5 times or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. I think my
Here you might as
poison's completely fine here, so I'm probably just
well,
gonna
I'll
wait.
just be blocking and.
Yeah, I agree.
What's in your deck? Unless there was like a really high chance of a defend card, maybe quick flashing, but probably just block.
Right, I want to weaken him.
Yeah, I'd toss the strike, and then play defend neutralize here if we don't take it yet.
Oh lol, he's... Yeah, forgot I had that thing. It's pretty okay.
Nice timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fight's going pretty well.
Yeah, poison against Guardian is, it's a treasure.
Is it just me, or does your poison flicker on screen?
That's something I've noticed, so I have a version of the game that's not like the standard, it's like a slightly different branch. And I have it because the other one causes weird artifacting on the screen that's super glitchy looking and terrible. Because my graphics card, I guess, doesn't like this game very much. So yeah, I'm just going to... What was I going with that sentence? Let's see. I don't know. I forgot where I was going. Fuck. Right, so it flickers because I guess that's just like a bug with this one. I guess I could report it, but I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't happen on the main branch, so...
Probably energy pot, right? Over blessing.
I don't know. Those are kind of interesting ones.
I'm gonna.
Blessing's kind of garbage compared to.
I'm gonna say this because like poison scales fine.
Yeah, your deck doesn't really need to go. It's not gonna benefit me.
I think probably melee or afterimage. Either one.
So that's an interesting. Yeah, I think those are the two to pick from, but all three would probably be.
Yeah, even like die isn't like complete garbage, but
it's not the best.
yeah, it's not super great.
Well, I like afterimage a lot when I'm against the heart, just because obviously it helps with not getting hit for a ton. But malaise is also great against the heart.
Everything's good against the heart in this case. I'm just trying to think about like Act 2, I guess.
Yeah, that's the way to think.
So my deck doesn't play that many cards per turn currently, but that could change. I think I'm just going to take Afterimage because this works okay with Incense Burner, I guess. It's kind of a dumb reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a Piercing Wail for Book of Stabbing already, I guess, was the other reason. Sure.
I don't know. I'm leaning towards malaise, but not strongly. So either way.
Probably Sozu.
Well, you at least have a good potion. I like the Slavers one, but I kind of like it more in taking it at the end of Act 2.
Yeah, and it turns out in Ascension 20, the hallways are actually harder than Elite sometimes, so... It's really nice, yeah, at the end of Act 2, because the Act 3 hallways are a joke, so...
Exactly. And then the Act 3 Elites are... well, really, you just want it for free energy against the hard and the bosses and stuff.
Yeah, so we start here, like, every time.
Yeah,
then
I think
we
it
go
goes...
do some random shit. Let's just go ahead and get some poison on this dude.
Yeah, piercing, neutralize poison.
Oh, that was worse than the thing. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, this. I don't know why I did a block there, but I did. Good.
Doesn't hurt. So he's gonna die soon. Does crippling just end it? No. Yeah, I'll just block and let him
Guess
deals a
I
little
could have
bit of damage.
considered some other shit there. But, I mean, I guess I like Incense Burner on bad numbers, so that's fine. Okay,
Yeah, the Crippling Cloud didn't really play towards Incense Burner, but it's understandable, I feel.
probably none of these. I don't think choke is necessary.
No, I wouldn't pick Choke. I mean,
It's okay, but nothing really nothing suggests I play more than like 3 cards per turn. Choke being one of them, so.
yeah, maybe for on a neutralized turn, but that's not even so often. You don't really need strength in this deck, so yeah. Oh, you got Choke.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh great,
What were
awesome.
you saying about that?
Hey, cool, I got stabbed. Awesome. You don't have to
Oh.
wonder. You always get stabbed, so it's not anything new.
Well, it's funny that happened. I was gonna say, what did you think about someone had suggested that event be optional?
I think, I kind of like it flavor-wise. Like you just get fucked over by Mr. Gremlin sometimes. I think that's funny.
All right, that's good enough for me.
Because like I don't give a shit usually. Like if you die in that event, chances are you were probably dying anyway. You know,
That's
like
a good way to go. Wow.
I don't know. It just
Yeah,
seems
me
sort
too.
of depressing, that event sometimes, sure, but I think it's fine. I like it.
Okay.
Or if you step away from the event, at the very least, you should get like slapped for like 3 damage or something. Sort of like those
That
other
makes sense.
events. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make actually a lot of sense.
Yeah, because like, come on, you're gonna step down from the game show? Like, who are you? Like, that's not fair. So what am I doing? Am I going this way, I guess? I mean, I could go like this way and then hit every campfire and then I don't know. These both seem whatever.
I would probably go the more left. Well, you're gonna fight 2 hallways in that way, so yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't like fighting 2 hallways that much. But I also don't like this route very much either.
Yeah, they're not great routes. I would lean towards going.
I could go
to the
this
left.
way into the fire, I guess, and then I could go.
Actually, that's not a bad option.
I might do that actually.
Yeah, you get the 2
My
question
deck
marks.
isn't actually that good. It's okay.
Yeah. Actually, I'm thinking you're right on that. I think that's the right path.
Yeah, I think so too. And then I get to
One
the.
of those campfires on the left path was probably just gonna be like a rest anyways, or potential.
I think I just do 1 crippling cloud, double defend here.
Your burst looks hilarious to me.
Oh, I love the beta art and burst.
Do you ever burst a crippling cloud there? I would say no, but
I don't think so. I wanted to weaken them, not really damage them.
yeah. Well, this is I think a turn where you just play everything.
Brain. Please, brain.
Which
Okay,
one will
this
you
one.
be able to? You're probably gonna kill the one on the left faster, so maybe hit the one on the right to weaken it in case.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And your incense burner's on 5, so.
Do I just kill this guy? So let's see. 12 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. So that's 27. Yeah, that's plenty.
Yeah, with the poison.
Incense burner on a good number.
0.
I guess
And you
I could
can't
have consider if I could have killed both. I don't think I could have though.
No, I don't think you had any other way.
No, maybe.
I think incense burner for me at least is one of those places where I have a lot of room to improve.
I think calculated gamble is okay now and probably gets better later.
Yeah, doesn't seem too bad. Kind of works a little well with after image too. And if you pick up some it sucks you can't pick up like a weak potion. If you pick up a tough bandages or something, then that card gets pretty insane. So are you feeling up for the elite, or are you thinking campfire? Because that's
It's a good campfire, but I think you do have to fight elites somehow, right?
well, I kind of think you need that crippling cloud upgrade, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just think that if I go through these 3, I die. So probably
Yeah, I
should
would
go
go-
this way.
I'd go campfire,
And I
probably
don't think this
campfire.
is a heal, like in any universe, so...
No, no, I think this is a. To me, it's a crippling, but I don't know. Maybe there's some other card.
No, you're right, it's crippling. Pretty sure. Some
Yeah,
people
that's just
value like after
poison.
image upgrade, but I'm not one of them, I don't think. Well, I should have done that in a different order, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Quick slash first would have been, but either way, you
Actually,
probably.
that was still better anyway, but it was still
Yeah.
good to do the order, or, you know, still good to have a good order.
You might want to burst the deadly poison. I don't know.
This is why
Or
calculated gamble sucks, is when it's not turn 1 in this case.
well, yeah, with this effect, it's not great.
No, it's certainly
This is
not.
a bad turn. This is a very
This is
bad
a shit turn, I would agree.
So I think we're taking damage here.
I think we just like deadly poison defend. Maybe calculated gamble F? No.
What would you get from calculated? Piercing whale would be good.
I mean, that's true. I could just... The thing is, like, the days being added is so shit. But I don't think this is that good. And then defends sort of shit as well. Weakening these would be great. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I don't want to use the potions, obviously. There we go.
Oh, this is I would crippling cloud.
I can probably kill that one next turn, and I take a bunch of damage anyway.
So it's gonna take 13 another tick. So I think if you just strike it, it's dies no matter what. Something like that. And then I would use that on the other guy, but he's weak anyways. I would have used a neutralize on the big guy.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Because those 2 weeks are gonna run out on the big one, and he's gonna still be there. But it's alright. I would defend as well. I know you don't want to date. Well, what's your deck look like? Actually?
It's a little spooky defending there, but I think it's correct.
Yeah. I would do it. Your next turn's gonna suck.
Also, I think that neutralize it the last turn actually was correct.
Oh, you should have choked first there, but it's all good.
Oh yeah, whoops.
It's alright. I think you're pretty much...
Yeah, that wasn't actually too bad. We navigated that well.
Yeah, that worked out really well.
Okay.
So this is a weird turn.
Not really. You just block a bunch and you win.
You're putting 3 dazes in, taking some damage.
That's fine. I'll keep that on 5.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, this is not really a game where I can stall super well for incense, unfortunately.
I think you pass on all these. What do you think?
Yeah. There was a guy the other day that was trying to convince me outmaneuver was really good. I'm like, are you sure about that? Like, I don't know.
I don't really think it's that great.
I guess I go through this elite, lol.
No,
Oh, I should have after image, lol. Lol. Yeah, I should have after image first. That would have been pretty good. Oh well.
It's alright.
I don't think it was worth doing anything on my potions here. That was a really good incense burner.
Yep. It would have been good on 4 too. But definitely worked out there. I think Fumes has to get played.
I need to kill that stupid thing.
These all seem like good cards. What's in your deck? I don't think you...
It's just like I'm gonna get like vulnerable and then take a bunch of damage. I guess I kill one of them and it's fine probably. Just
see, this is why Sozu's kind of annoying because energy potion, you know, sometimes not actually in this case.
I don't like die, do I? By any chance? Okay, we're good.
No.
So this is fine, and then we kill one of them presumably, or do that. That's fine too.
Yeah, that guy's dead. After image Fumes is gonna really do a lot of work.
Yeah, I just wanted to kill once I took less damage this turn because of vulnerable being applied to me, but you know it's fine.
Yeah,
Alright, this one probably.
So yeah, choke the big guy, neutralize the little guy, and it should be.
3 is an okay number. Tiny chest.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that actually.
I guess I could have considered. Do I even like tiny chest? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay.
I kind of like
Dodging
Caltrop just as a card.
Caltrops is okay. My deck isn't. Caltrops is weird.
I was gonna say you're not gonna fight the birds, but against the heart, Caltrops is kind of crazy.
Sometimes Caltrops is kind of excessive though, against the heart because like we have poison. typically is okay enough. It helps to have a little bit of bronze scales, basically, but like having
Yeah, I
bronze
feel like
scales is sort of like invalidates the need for caltrops. In other words,
yeah, I mean, I think the thing with poison, why I don't think it totally invalidates it, is because
I'm gonna take
it kind
dodge
of
and
still
roll.
go for a dodge and roll. You can't go wrong with.
We really don't have any block cards in our deck after like dash. We've literally taken no block except for after image. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I'm doing that. I
I
want a hard.
think that was the main. Oh, you're gonna innate.
And this, which way am I going then? I go probably like
Well, if you go left, you can take an elite
probably
shop in
that way. I
campfire,
could go also.
but I don't know if you want an elite.
I probably
With
want
what?
another elite. I'm thinking I heal here. Yeah, that's probably what I do. Because like my upgrades are fine, but they're not better than fighting an elite. I don't think. The best one being deadly poison.
Dodge and roll is a good one too.
It's not. It's okay. I don't think it's worth it necessarily. I don't know.
I
It's
might
nice to
be
have
overvaluing
upgraded. In other words, blood vial. Hmm. Blood vial. Got it. Blood vial feels bad, but like I think I might want it.
How many strikes are in your deck? Can always trade it in later for some bites.
Value.
I would personally take it, but I don't think I have a strong case to take it. I just kind of
I like blood
almost.
vial here because I feel like we keep going to low health consistently.
Yeah, we're only at 19 right now, so it's a.
I'm just going to assume we don't like already auto win or anything like that. Like we actually have to do something to win. Probably go to the store is still better, I think, because I want to heal.
Yeah, and you have 200 gold, so you have enough where you'll be able to buy a great or a decent relic if you
I like
see it.
medkit. I like preserved insects. These are too expensive to be valuable.
Yeah, and once you have one fumes
Fuck is this?
upgrading,
Oh, that looks
you can-
different. Card remove probably too is fine, but one of these is better, I think. Medkit. Yeah.
I'm a pretty big fan of both of those relics. So, who are we up against? Oh, that guy.
I think our deck right now sort of shows that the want less health from elites, kind of.
I mean, that's a very powerful one, and we're about to go into another elite fight. But then that frees up Act 3 to really just destroy the super elite easily, and the
That's true.
we can probably take more elites. So it kind of turns into maybe an extra relic plus health.
50 gold for some dodge and roll.
Well, you said
Sure.
it's not one that needs an upgrade, so that might be a good take then by that logic.
I think it was worth 50 gold there. I think it was fine. This dodge and roll.
I would fumes first for sure.
Your move, idiot.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll just go past. Choke really isn't doing too much work. Oh, I would have cloud dashed.
I just want to stall this fight really hard.
Oh, I see what you're doing with the instance burner. Good call. Good
Yeah.
call. I need to be much more cognizant of that. I can tell you're much better at thinking about instance burner than I am. For
I mean, I'm not that great either, to be honest, but sometimes I do okay.
I think these also for where we're at.
I agree with Jackie that this should be like 75% just to like tempt you. I think that'd be funnier on Ascension 20.
Do we have a no? There's really. I personally would say hell no to that.
Book of
But
Stabbing. This is a good reason to have the thing that we took. Yes.
the preserve instinct thingy or whatever it's called.
Preserved
Instinct.
Instinct, yes.
So when I have a piercing whale, I like to see can I block it. If I can, just block. If
Pretty
not, well,
much, yeah. Ooh, this is a spicy turn. If I want it to be spicy. I could also make it not spicy and block for more, probably. I mean, maybe not really. Maybe I don't anyway, so maybe I should just do that.
What's in your deck? Yeah, let's see.
I think this actually might be correct to do Burst Crippling Cloud.
Well, after image first, if you're doing that, right?
Well, I did, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I see the delay.
I'm gonna
this
say
video.
it probably is. I could get a defend sometimes. That's fine though.
You would have got that. But yeah, no, it
We
seems
we
not
would have
horrible.
saved a a reasonable amount of block there, but I think getting poison on this guy is still important. We're not we're not invincible always, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
let's
just
see.
gonna play as many cards as possible here, I think.
Yeah. I would go dash, deadly, and strike. I think that gives you just more damage because of the deadly poison.
Yeah, I didn't do choke because I wanted to block more, basically.
Uh-huh.
And this, I guess.
Probably just block pass and let the instant sprinter take a little an extra turn.
Beans. I like that one. So we're fighting Bronze Dude.
I kind of don't take the bronze guy super seriously.
I mean,
The
Incense
actual
Burner
boss
is
is
one turn
insane.
off, unfortunately.
Would have been good to maybe think more about book a stabbing fight. If
I
that's
don't,
okay.
yeah, I don't know, dude. I definitely played this Incense Burner pretty wrong. I don't know how to, like... There was definitely a way to make that fight work where you would end it without taking too much on, such that it was on last turn, I think. Was there? Could have sped up the
Probably.
fight
You
at
would
one
kind of think.
point and took up, like, maybe an extra 10 damage, I guess. That
Well,
might have
even
been better.
the double crippling cloud turn could have been a case where blocking and just delaying the speed of the.
No, actually, Double Crippling Cloud got us closer to that because it gave us more damage. If we waited too long, we would have just died, presumably. Because if we waited another cycle, it would have been too long, and then he would have scaled us very hard. But
Yeah, he
maybe
does.
what I was thinking more of was just like choke that other turn, maybe.
Oh, instead of the dash,
Yeah, and then
deadly
take like
strike.
10 damage. Yeah, I think that might have
Yeah,
actually been better because of this precise reason.
yeah.
That's super
Unfortunately,
awkward.
my brain was just thinking max damage output, kill this this book.
I mean, that
um,
I think in this case was correct, like even more so than the amount I did just because of this thing right here. I think I heal then. I have a hard
what would you
time
be upgrading?
believing that. What was it?
What would you be upgrading as the alternative? Probably deadly poison here.
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty
Sorry about
good,
that.
but hmm.
I think healing's safe. I don't like
I
Hyper
don't think,
Beam very much.
yeah, I don't think I would have healed personally, but I might have also.
Fair enough. Could save this. I was thinking about like choke after image piercing whale. Just to
um,
shred this artifact and use this on a better turn.
what are your other artifact removals in the deck? You
I
have
could also
neutralize, like,
do
double point.
crippling cloud. I could do choke crippling cloud. That'd be okay as well. Make it weak. I'm gonna.
I kind of like also having after image already down though, but I don't know. This is an interesting turn. There's some options, and I don't know what the best one is.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a lot of ways. I'm just gonna do this.
What I would do, just so you know, is I would probably have done after image, piercing will, and crippling. Oh, that's what you.
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing.
Yeah,
It felt a
just
little bad, but I did it.
yeah, because I feel like the choke damage isn't really super important.
Yeah, it isn't.
Maybe the main.
I was thinking it more just because I wanted to save Crippling Cloud maybe for this, but I don't think it matters that much by the time I draw it again, is the thing. And it's just good to get it out of your deck in some sense, too.
Yeah,
Okay.
that awkward moment when dash cannot be bursted.
Sure is awkward, yeah.
Well, if you burst backflip, then you have calculated gamble to draw whatever else you want for 2 mana, but I don't
That's
know
what I
else you
was
would
thinking, too. Just to, like, get something out of it. I don't know. We'll see if that's any good. Looked okay. I probably still want to do that. But first, neutralize you.
Yeah, I'd need for.
And then, if I play, like, 2 cards, I block most of the stuff anyway, so I think I'll just do that.
And calculated blocks for 1.
And then poison you already. I could, dodge and roll's pretty good. But is it that good? No. Okay, so we're gonna do,
So here's a question: are we poisoning the little guys or the big guy?
I think I need to start poisoning the big guy, sort of.
We could focus poisons on the big guy and then damage like dash and quick slash and stuff on the little one. And let actually Noxious Fume will probably just take him out over time. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, we'll just hit him with, like, strikes and stuff, too. We'll be fine. So, anyway, guess no reason not to do this.
I think Neutralize goes on the big boy.
That's actually better because of letter opener. Anyway, 2. Damn. I think I'm gonna do this. Maybe.
I would neutralize the big. Well, does he attack next turn?
I think so.
He attacks next turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should neutralize the big guy.
I think so as well.
Let's strike a little bad. Yeah, exactly.
Just a little iffy. Because okay, we
Yes.
didn't draw the thing, so it was correct. Yay. Okay. Let's do that there, and then this here. No, choke. Don't know why I got rid of that stuff, but no matter. Dodge and roll set up, my only way to prepare for this turn. Okay.
I mean,
So I'm not too upset about that heal.
that was about as good as I was gonna go with the deck.
This fight, we might
yeah.
still be screwed, to be entirely honest.
Yeah, you would have been. I would have been dead. Let's say. Actually, I would have probably played the distilled.
No, you played this pretty good. I think you played all right. You gave a lot of the good, correct stuff, I think. This probably.
Burst defend.
The strike does nothing.
Yeah, no, this the other defend and gain 1 health. So he doesn't actually have that much poison, but can't really do anything about that. Oh, there we go. Nice.
This fight's going a little long, but I think we're fine. I think. Probably.
This is what, 48, 18?
We're fine. It was a little spooky though.
Perfect timing with the instance burning.
I mean, I don't know. We're fine. Alright. What a spooky boss that was.
That was a. Does he throw out the first big attack after the 6th turn?
Yeah, so this is got to be on 0 for it to be on the correct number against this dude.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I can't do that. And then let's see.
Oh, adrenaline seems.
Yeah.
So wait, let's pause for 1 second. What would the we talked about different versions of phantasmal, whatever that phantasmal killer.
Sure.
Would you consider taking it in that situation though? Because our deck is not designed at all for it.
Not at all. I got to
So
double quick slash, double choke. Yeah, I don't know. It's just sort of whatever.
Oh, but that actually does sound good in a different deck, obviously. But a double quick slash, I didn't even think about that. That's an extra draw.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It would give you a lot of incremental benefits. But
The problem with this game is like getting incremental benefits after turn 1 sort of doesn't matter. As we saw there, my deck does okay with like Crippling Cloud and stuff, but then like eventually I just win usually after having a decent enough turn 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What are you thinking here? Because,
Probably Astrolabe. These 2 energy I don't think are super important. They're okay.
What is your upgrades looking like?
They're looking pretty good. I have Deadly Poison probably after Image at some point. I could do Adrenaline Burst upgrade, looks okay. There's a decent upgrades, and I'll get better ones in the future. Coffee Dripper, I think, just kills us.
Oh yeah, we would have been dead there, even that fight with no rest. So.
Yeah. And
So clearly, we want to transform the Noxious Fumes, Adrenaline, and Crippling Cloud.
is it time to get rid of Choke?
Actually, I think maybe.
I think so. Yeah, it's kind of expensive.
We didn't take a 5th energy. We didn't take a 5th energy, so we're not really.
Yeah.
I would get rid of choke personally, but I
I
don't
think
know.
our defense are
You
really
can
good
always
because of
defend.
precisely this thing right here, letter opener.
Yeah. Hmm.
I agree. I think Quick Slash is innocent enough. It does the same amount of damage as Choke, and doesn't require me to play other cards.
And it draws you a
Ooh,
card,
we
so that.
got worse cards. Just kidding, these are okay. This one's fine. This one is like, yeah, I don't know. Sucker Punch is
Really?
okay, I guess. I don't know.
Those
Whatever.
are very mediocre at best.
At least they're better than Strike, though. Alright.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's
Are they
it.
better than choke?
You gotta
Yes.
fucking kidding me with this shit? Look at this bullshit. We die
Don't
every
have
time. Are
first.
you ready to die?
Wow.
I'm ready to
At
die.
least on the
Let's
at least
go.
if you survive the super elite, the 4 guaranteed hallway fights, and the following up hallway fight, then you'll be in the clear.
Oh god.
So
This
is an
incense
adrenaline
burner
thing.
is really, really important. Okay.
Yeah, but you have a few fights before I think you need to start thinking about taking it correctly.
Nah, dude, it's super. We're like super fucked this route. We gotta do everything. Okay,
Well,
so.
before you do that, I would adrenaline, right? Because you might get burst for crippling.
Absolutely agree, yeah.
Alright, and also after image, you want to just play anyways. So,
Yeah.
Well, let's see. You have 5 energy. I'm thinking after image, burst, crippling. This is what comes to my mind at first. Maybe piercing.
The problem was like we didn't block, was the thing. Well, we do, but.
Well,
Never
piercing
mind.
will-
Good turn. We're all fine.
And then they're gonna do that thing. Well, do you need one more? Yet, exactly. Perfect block.
Good. Good turn. Expertise here isn't actually terrible, turns out. We were wrong this entire time. I would like to not take damage this turn, though, if possible. So I'd probably start with, like, defend. And then I could do expertise for 4? That's probably good enough. Could also do it now for 3. I guess I'll do it now for 3.
What would you get for 2 that would... What 2 things could you get that would make that matter? Because they're already all weak.
Upgraded
pretty much just-
defense.
Can you do enough damage to any of them with Cloak and Dagger?
Good consideration, but no, not quite. This one's off by
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
You can kill the one that does 6. You can... No, you can kill them. If you get Cloak and Dagger, you'll be killed.
Oh, Cloak and Dagger. I thought you meant letter opener for some reason.
You're gonna trigger Letter Opener as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill any of them. Exclusively.
So
Oh.
Sucker Punch can probably go on...
This
Well, you're
one.
gonna do 2 other... Well, you can do it on the other guy, the bigger guy. Because
This
it's
one?
gonna still kill. Yeah, that guy. 'Cause the
17
one that does
plus
6
17.
and the other guy, they're both gonna die no matter what. From after Letter Opener. Not that guy,
This one?
the 6 times 2 guy.
Yeah, that's what I was
All in
thinking
there.
too. This doesn't actually kill, right? This 17.
It does kill because the Letter Opener is gonna happen this turn. So if you do the 6 times 2 guy, at least you'll take that 12 damage off the table.
No, I was thinking, is the left guy can I kill too? Right now I'm like brain farting.
Oh.
30,
no.
34, and then he does 36, and then I do letter opener. I think I kill him.
Can you? I don't know. I wasn't even really thinking about it because of the 12 block. But how much does upgraded Sucker Punch do?
36. It's a lot because I have Echo Becco.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I was not even factoring Acrobat. So yeah, definitely that then. Survive.
That was
yeah.
cute.
Helping to defend. I
Be
think that's
full block,
perfect.
wow.
I don't think anything gets through.
And perfect incense burner.
Yeah. That was great.
Good fight, yeah. Wow. Did we take
Yeah.
any damage? Like
That's-
barely. We took no damage. Amazing.
Yeah, it was like the perfect 5 block the first turn with the calculated gamble for just after image blocking.
You already have expertise. So I don't know.
I still think
wouldn't have picked
acrobatics
it.
was good.
What makes you think that? I'm curious.
It's
'cause I
just
wouldn't
card
pick-
draw is good, basically, and we have 4 energy. 4 energy really makes acrobatic pop, I think.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind as a in future run.
Yeah, like it's the same reason you don't take backflip in Act 1, it's just because like 3 energy makes it sort of inefficient. But like this
Oh,
turn,
that's
for
interesting.
instance, I would play it and then look for my cards, you know? Like I'm gonna probably play backflip with burst just to look for cards.
What are you looking for in this?
Anything that does stuff, basically. None of these do things. That's a shame.
Adrenaline does kind
I guess we
Um,
weaken with Sucker Punch.
Yeah, I would think sucker and just dodge and roll.
Yeah, that's the same thought I had, really. It's fascinating. Okay, so this
A little bit
one...
fascinating. I think you're gonna need to go heavy on the block here. Just half damage fumes. What do you think?
I could
Fumes or
actually calculate a gamble specifically for Cloud here. That might be better.
that might be better.
Is it better? Maybe it's not better.
It's 7 immediate, which turns that to 15.
I also want to end this like fight on like 4 if possible.
So that's actually the real consideration, because we might want to do.
You know what? I think this is better for that then.
For doing less fumes.
Yeah. Like just by a little bit. It might end it 1 turn early or something. That's completely fine.
You might have wanted to calculate a gamble there, but then again, I guess you had.
Nah, we're
I'm
fine.
saying acrobatics just did some work. Immediately did work. That was good.
Yeah, I agree. I told you. Solid card.
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume we're fine.
Yeah, I would double dodge just.
I don't think it worked out with the amount of energy I had, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. I saw it too late.
I think if we take a bit of damage, it's completely fine, but we didn't. But yeah, I predicted we'd end like 1 turn early. That's fine.
Yeah, and this is good. Just like you're saying, this is good, and it would have been worth it to take some damage, but didn't even need to.
Yeah.
That fight went really well too. So far, these hallway fights are doing pretty much nothing.
Yeah, they're doing jack shit. I agree. We're actually healing because of Blood Vial. Shout out to Blood Vial.
Yeah, we went from 58 to 60. I had to take a double take one. Alright, hold on.
Transform the 2 cards. I don't know about that one.
I'm not a fan of transform in general. I've just been I've been hurt by transform, you know.
I think removing what the fuck do I even remove? Nothing? Like everything's fine.
Let's see.
I guess Sucker Punch sort of suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little bit
I
of
mean,
ass.
it has Akabeko Deco synergy or whatever. Akabeko.
Echo. This expertise was actually completely fine. I guess I do that,
Yeah,
and because like I might die if I don't, right? So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
hasn't been
greedy.
bad. I think
Survivor's
just
fine.
because- Yeah, that's fine. I think it's been the expertise is okay, probably just based on the fact that it came in upgrade. Kind of makes it.
I'm gonna
a
just
little
play
more-
2 dodge and roll here. Just gonna turtle the fuck up. Ooh, rrrg. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Holy shit.
What we really need is a footwork.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
What are you thinking here?
That was probably fine.
Oh, that worked out really well.
Yep. You could say that again. Or you could not.
So I'm learning a lot about the benefit of an acrobatic in that spot because. Yeah.
Acrobatic? I thought you said Akabeko for a second, and I was about to like vomit. Like,
That'd be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, acrobatics. Yeah. The card that I was not high on, and well, not high on. I just didn't see what you were seeing. Now I'm kind of starting.
It's
to see
just
it.
like obviously there might be a point where you have too many or like too much card draw, but we've definitely not reached that point. This character loves to, you know, just go through her shit and kind of sift picky.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we start with like this is better. They're the same. They're exactly the same. Actually, this might be better to play right now, expertise. I guess I will do that then.
Well, yeah, you'll see more cards that way. I think.
No, it's the same amount, but like I don't discard one of them.
You know exactly. You don't have to discard on the first.
But I could instead burst acrobatics and look for some bullshit, I guess. I don't know, this is probably better. Yeah, I don't know. Yep.
I would want to save the burst for something better if you find it.
Burst defend looks kind of shit, honestly. I'd prefer survivor in my hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this and look for my upgraded survivor, and I mean these are both better than every other card I can draw except survivor is the problem. That's super awkward. I guess
It might be best to just use the burst defend cloak. That might even be better than.
I'm gonna
spinning it.
try this. That was pretty good. I think. I might be wrong, but that was okay, I think.
Let's see. Looks like you're blocking decently well.
Yeah, I think that was maybe optimal. Maybe the same as some other option in terms of block, but it was a little goofy. Can I kill this guy? Like, is that allowed? Thank you. That's how you do it, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That
a
was
big
good.
one you got there, sir. It's a huge thing you got there.
We're not even at the elite fights yet.
Nope. Our deck's really slow. I haven't seen this guy hurt people in a while. That probably means we're doing something wrong. But what? What are we doing wrong?
Everything.
Oh, that's
Is
cool.
that,
Good incense burner.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you might want to slow the but it wasn't gonna,
Yeah, no, that was super bad on my part.
it wasn't gonna, I don't think it was gonna matter. There was so much poison, you might have been able to squeeze one extra turn, which I guess would matter. But,
I think 2 calculated gambles probably too many.
yeah, it's one of those weird cards where the upgraded version sometimes is worse too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not so much worse, but it's just kind of like a dead card.
No, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if I want it right now. It's the main thing I'm trying to figure out.
Well, you have expertise, acrobatics, calculated gamble, unupgraded, adrenaline. So you have some pretty decent.
It's just like I.
quick flash, backflip. You have a lot of draw, but it's at least free draw. And you do have important cards that you're trying to get to. So
I guess I like it because it's 0 cost block 1 a lot.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's 0 cost block 1 that gets you to.
And I can use it to get cards instead if I don't like it. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's sort of iffy, but it's fine, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a detrimental thing, that's for sure.
Alright, shape fight.
So if you had Wraith form and
Hmm.
exploding damage occurred, should you take
Grave form
the
would be
damage?
okay. It would be alright. This fight's so easy that I might just like calculated gamble instead of poison. It probably works more. I don't know.
I'd probably throw the neutralize. I think honestly I would try just like quick flash one of the exploding guys.
I know it's technically blocked for less, but I'm in control. Alright,
Interesting.
I'm gonna do this, fuck it. Brilliant. Okay,
Crippling Cloud would just be really nice. You could block it all.
I don't know why I did that, but I did that.
That you wanted to exhaust it.
I guess. I mean, not really, but
Yeah, I don't think you wanted to.
we'll pretend I did.
It was clearly it was a 100, 200 IQ. You're
Man,
thinking
this
about
exploder
instant-
sure takes 3 turns to blow up.
Yeah, I don't know why people. I guess it was because the low ranked players were the ones complaining, but if
Yeah.
intangible didn't affect the exploder, who cares? Like it shouldn't affect it. It just at least give you some reason to kill them.
God, this thing is
There are-
oppressive as shit. Could I kill this turn? Por favor?
So this run, I would say, obviously Incense Burner is the MVP, but I think the run is letter opener.
No, a letter opener's been insane, yeah. As
Yeah,
usual.
It's just hard to...
Setup plus?
By the way, I was gonna say that I see setup. I've never taken that card like and had it do anything good.
Turns
And then I
out
learned
it's just a really bad card. It's actually worse than
Yeah.
most curses, fun fact.
Yeah. What sucks about it is it's such a cool like concept. When I was first looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. You know, you put it on some 3-cost card or you know a bouncing flask and then play it next turn or whatever. And no, it just doesn't really. You just down it, and then your next card that you draw is also a card that you would have had. So it's just like doesn't work. Does not work.
It does not work, I agree with you. Thank you.
Looking for.
That's fine.
That's good enough. You could try to grab the adrenaline, but you're just gonna drop this.
Piercing Wail this turn every time.
Yeah.
Not that I actually need it.
No, but it's we might actually want to keep it in the deck if we can outblock it.
Yeah, I agree, absolutely. Uh-huh.
But by the way, that's one of the things I love about this game is that you know, a card like Piercing Wail is something we want to exhaust sometimes in the first act, just because it's not doing anything. We want to get our damage.
Yeah,
card.
all the niche like ways to improve your deck mid-fight is like one of the things I love too. Shoutouts to what was it? Shiv's blocking, right? That was what I was gonna say. It's not super impressive, it's just a thing. I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, it adds 2 extra blocks to the Cloak and Dagger, which is.
I'm gonna do dodge and roll, and then
What, gamble or something for another poison?
yeah, that looked okay to me as well. This can be on a bad number. That's fine.
Well, the good thing with this guy is we get well, I don't know if it's kind of good and bad. You get those intermittent turns with him due to the nature of the intangible.
We do
So,
have to end this
but
fight sort of soon.
Yeah.
So I think one thing I've noticed is my deck is still kind of slow damage-wise. I wonder if I was meant to take a poison stab at some point, but I don't think so. I think we've just been lacking it, basically.
Yeah, I usually just want either a poison stab or a deadly poison. So I don't know that it was any mistake.
I don't think so either, no.
We're gonna be able to block this. Yeah.
25.
It's
So I'm
all
gonna do this
block.
actually. And that, sure.
Oh wow.
I didn't do exact calculations. It just seemed correct to do that. I'm gonna do this.
Seems fine.
All
So it
right.
actually looks like we're gonna land. Oh wow.
Let's
It
get
looks like we're
burst
gonna-
Shiv, please. Burst. Oh, he heals. Never mind.
Yeah. No, but it's gonna land on 4, which is as long as.
Except
oh,
we
wow.
take lethal here. I think we just die here, right?
You can use the potion. If no,
Well, we
not-
have to.
is it? Yeah, actually it is because of the.
All right, I
Wait,
guess.
is it? That's what 6, 12. Yeah.
Okay, we're fine now. I think. Yeah, we're fine.
Well, we're not dead at least with that survivor.
Well, that was
but
a cool
that's-
fight.
that's-
I've learned my deck doesn't actually have any damage in it.
And try to block the. I would put the dodge roll down in case this happens.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that. You're correct.
lucky-
Blade Plans
got
looks
lucky sometimes.
amazing. Really good card right now.
I think people were upset about it getting nerfed, but can't really say I agree. Like with them being upset.
I mean, I looked at well-laid plans. I forgot it even got nerfed. Like, I literally, like, it's impossible for me to care what energy it is. If it was 3 energy, I would still pick it right now.
That I disagree with, but
No, I actually legit would still pick it if it was 3 energy. That's how much I value that card.
I mean, I value it highly, but I don't know. Not 3 energy highly.
It's
But
like,
I hear you.
like, Rayform should just be well-laid plans, let's be honest. Like, it's pretty good. It's a pretty solid card, you know? Alright.
By
Anyway.
the way, how's your tea?
Oh, my tea? It's a little cold now, but it's pretty good. Oh, fuck. Don't do this to me, game. Come on.
Oh, that's pretty awkward.
Whatever.
Um,
Well-laid plans, where are you?
would
Whatever.
have been good here.
Anyway, good
Would
turn
have been
for
good
this.
there for. Would have been good there for 1 energy.
Sure would have been good, yeah. Should've
Almost
been.
like the 1 energy is not the issue.
Yeah, sort of. Huh? Seems funny how that works out.
Yeah, it looks like even here it's so good for 1 energy.
1 energy for a whole fight, being able to consistently grab anything you want. Oh, look at that
Okay.
stanky vibration. Anyway.
Yeah, it's good we're getting that after image into play.
Yeah.
What was the other card, by the way, besides after image that was worth considering in Act 1? It was after image and something else. Can't remember now. Because after image has been doing work. It upgrades to innate, right?
Try that. Aftermage, yeah, it goes to innate. I would like to block game, please.
It's an awkward looking turn.
Alright, good. Weakening's good.
Yep. That neutralizes clutch. So now I think
Dodge and roll,
dash.
probably,
I'm
repeatedly.
thinking dodge deadly, just so you can get the poison on him.
Feels
But,
bad, I think you're right, maybe. I don't want to use energy font, god damn it, it might just dying. Ah! We really need to kill this dude, yeah.
I would just throw the deadly poison.
It's just we
Well,
take so
why
much.
do-
We
from the,
literally
the 12.
are at 1 health right now.
And he's gonna keep doing 12. Yeah, I don't know. It's an awkward turn. What's in the deck? Just for next turn?
Good block. Poison. I think, if I use
That's
energy
good.
pot, it's not this turn. Maybe. Maybe I meant to
What's
save it anyway.
what's coming up next on the map, by the way? Because what's the
We
second
die
elite?
to an elite next.
Oh, yeah,
Really
that's
good
cool.
path. I mean, I did promise we would die, didn't I?
Yeah, we had no control over this insane path. So
Yeah. I like acrobatics a little bit, but maybe not that much.
we had a screen, or it could have been my computer, but there was a load for a second, like a lag. Just so you know.
Oh shit, that sucks.
I don't know if it was on you or me at my end. but
Was that the
just
first
letting
hiccup though?
you know. Yeah, that was the only hiccup.
Sweet.
Um,
Dodge and roll's gotta be right. Like,
it is such an awkward situation.
I think it's dodge and
but,
roll. It's super awkward, but I think it's dodge and roll. Oh, game. Give me cards that block. Okay.
That's 8 block at least.
Yeah. So now, probably this card. Okay. We block for full every time. Right? I could do this. Okay. I do have to play like a defend though. So I will do it in this order. This one I think. Man, what a fucking game. Holy shit.
This is an insane.
Can I kill you this turn? Is there any way to do 20 damage?
With this deck,
I could do burst and then if only I had quick slash.
is there a way to survive all this damage and just accept that the instance burner is not gonna.
I think we need this to be on 4 if I ever want to win next fight. I guess it could be on 5 and it would be fine though. Yeah, it could be. Alright, never mind. Is there a way I can block for a decent amount and then like reliably maybe do damage enough though? Probably not.
He died of poison anyways, so he's dead after this turn.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to think of the best possibility ever would be to kill him like this. This turn. So like I was trying to think if there's ever a way to do that without losing health. Like reliably, like if I don't draw the right cards. This is like a huge thing and I hate it though.
What would it be? Because you'd need to have 12 block to not take any damage. Even
Yeah,
if you're trying to rely
it sucks a little bit, I agree.
So I don't know if it's because that leaves you with 3 energy. Because you're not gonna be able to play enough cards.
Alright, so if I dash, I do 10 and I block for 10, and then I get 27 or 28 block against 30. That sucks. But then I could do calculated gamble, which blocks for 1 more. I'm 1 off, really? 12.
Huh.
That's sort of shit, wouldn't you agree? I would need the other calculated gamble or neutralize. You know, the funny thing is I think that might actually be correct anyway, because we're so likely to die to Reptomancer or something. Like, just like dying sometimes this turn might still be correct. Fuck.
I don't know if I see it that way, but I definitely that might actually be like the probabilistic best way.
But is
I
there... Yeah,
wouldn't-
this letter opener goes off, right? And then, okay, do we actually kill that way? So 15, 5... I mean, again, I guess we don't anyway. I mean, it would be nice if we had 5 additional... I guess this does 5 additional. That's awkward. This turn
It
sucks.
does. It does 5, but not enough with everything else.
If I did this,
Yeah,
it weakens him.
Ronaldo has been carrying it to weight for sure.
That doesn't.
So when he becomes weak, he's gonna do what, 14 or something?
I think if I dash, like, is there a way to? Yeah, with energy pot, I said. Oh, also, neutralize almost works. Lol. Wow, one off. Also neutralize. That's fun. Quick slash with neutralize would work. I have enough block cards in my hand still, right? So like I could probably do this and live. That's my assumption. So I will, and then I kill, right? 16. Yeah,
Did you just solve the puzzle?
I did. I think I did. It was literally play calculated, gamble, you're fine. Little. That was the puzzle.
Well, it wasn't because of the 3 other cards in your deck. Well, actually, no.
There was a lot of block in my deck still. I thought it was
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah, it would have been pretty low chance to not get something. So yeah,
Fuck, dude.
you really like that acrobatics there.
This is really important for exactly this fight, mind you. Mind
That was a
you.
leg sweeper.
Yeah, the leg sweep is super easy pick. It would be nice to have well-laid plans this turn.
You might be able to get.
Yeah,
I think. Do you always start with fumes here?
I think
then-
so, and then maybe dodge and roll, and then calculated gamble.
I'm thinking you might want to just throw the shivs at the little guys.
They're invincible. Well, you're right. It might still matter. Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay, so we'll do that. So
Just defend
4,
it. I
and
don't
then
want
next
to-
turn.
You kind of don't want shivs in the deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. So 3, 6. So that's 9. So then I have to do 8. So 4. Well, that does 12. So that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, the 12 is gonna help. If you put the 12, yeah, and the one on the right probably just go good pull, and then throw another one down the right.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
And then dodge and roll, so I don't have to do anything next turn for block with intangible, I guess. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't value it. Do I? No, I do value it. I'm at 3 health. All right, and then we're gonna do.
Yeah, they're gonna spit out more minions to the.
I want these cards very bad. This, I guess, so in case I draw Crippling Cloud. Alright. I didn't. I'll do this instead, I think. Sure. I guess next turn was fine without, the thing a little bit, sort of. Not really. It was sort of still shit, but... But, you know. You know how it is.
Yeah. So, adrenaline obvious. I think we should ride because of the well-laid plans, but that one energy there. It's kind of crazy how differently view the same thing. Probably calculated. What do you
Yeah, this game's really complicated. There's a reason why China has like a really weird philosophy of this game. This game is just super complex.
Wait, so the China stuff's not just memes?
It's a little bit of a meme as well, but no, they really sort of play the game very minimalistically.
What does that mean?
I heard from one of them that one of the Chinese streamers like skips Act 1 elites all the time.
Why? Like
Because they just like remove cards obsessively until they have a deck of like 10 cards.
on Ascension 20
Yeah,
against the heart.
I guess. Not against the heart, I would presume. Otherwise, they would probably stop doing that.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, like I didn't say it worked. I just said that's what they did.
Okay, yeah. I'm thinking. So hold
Probably
on. yeah.
defend, I guess.
That's a weird. I was thinking calculated gamble, but it's hard when you look at the deck. Because you're gonna have the acrobatics adding extra
I
cards.
think
flipping
after
dagger.
image with calculated might be a good enough reason.
It's close.
Yeah, it's
I think
close
it's fine,
though.
yeah.
I think it's that. Yeah, we probably block for enough. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the letter opener really has just been doing a tremendous amount of work this run. Like, it definitely saved everything. If you, by the way, just to consider, not that it's a good move or anything, if you cloak and daggered and then acrobatics so that you can toss a shiv, would that ever happen or not really?
Cloak and dagger, so I could toss a shiv.
With acrobatics.
Oh,
With,
yeah, that
discard it.
does actually happen, but I think here I was valuing the
Yeah,
damage a
not
little bit.
Here, yeah, not here. I was just wondering if.
And also blocks for 2, technically, for free.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
But no, I see what
We
you're
have-
saying, like in general. Sorry, I'm just being I'm being rude.
Not really. Not. I didn't think so.
Alright. And then here, I guess, rip.
This is a.
What a sketchy game this has been.
So. This is a.
I'm gonna do that. It seemed okay.
Dodge and rolls probably fine. He already has enough weak on it. Don't need to really prepare ahead for that.
I think I block enough next turn that I'm gonna dash.
Are you sure? I was thinking on the dodge and roll to set it up for next turn and then save the dash, but
That might have
could be
been
wrong.
better anyway, but I don't know. Maybe
I think
we're
he's
fine.
just dying. He's dying to a
I kind of want to kill him sort of soon too. Was the other reason.
What about bursting cloak and
I want to make sure he dies next turn. So if I do like a
Yeah.
little bit of shivs now, it's plenty.
Yeah.
So I think just
So you think
one
like-
cloak and dagger is fine, and then we like deterministically win.
Yeah,
Basically.
that's true. With the amount of poison he has. So then what's the? I guess this turn doesn't really matter then after that.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
Yeah. Block for 1,000,000.
I love this beta arc too.
I don't have any of the beta art. Like I have it all unlocked as far as I know, because it kept saying that as I was leveling the ascensions up, but I never. It's kind of interesting. You pick some to do the beta art, and then some that you like the main art. Is that kind of what you did here?
Yeah, that's what it is. You like swap between beta or like official art in after you beat the heart with a character. I don't think the ascension matters when you do that.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I just remember seeing at some point like beta art unlocked or
Dodge
something.
and roll upgrade looks okay. Probably like it better than backflip, I think.
So with the amount of card draw already,
Yeah.
and with the well-laid plans, adrenaline is. Yeah, dodge and rolls have been doing pretty good work this one. Okay, so now hold on. Here I think we have the right path.
We have to,
Hit that campfire. Pray those question marks don't screw us. and
basically.
go
And we have to take this too. Okay. Okay.
oh, that sucks to lose.
Alright, well, we died to these guys instead. That's cool. I've been saying that all run, but we haven't died yet, so that's kind of fascinating.
The incense burner's on a good spot right now, so.
Yeah, I purposely, like, deliberately wanted it to be there too. It feels good.
Yep. This is really nice.
Still a good
This
turn
is
for
really
that one
good.
card, by the way.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like in this one entire run, it's been okay at 1 energy, but in every other case, it's just needs to go back to how it
Alright,
was.
who am I shivving so I don't die? One of them repeatedly, I think.
So they're all gonna go up to 6 poison next turn, and
Probably this
just
one with that one, I think. Maybe? Who knows? Because I
Yeah,
think
it's kinda-
I'll kill this one probably, and then this one will probably be alive, was my thinking.
well, yeah, that one's probably dead. Yep. So we'll.
We'll
But
see.
yeah, it's definitely good to target one that's buffing itself for sure
Yeah, and this turn's hilariously easy.
with the poisons and everything.
And then this is 5, so 7. That's 2. Draw. Probably better just to do. Is it better? No, it's not.
Well, you definitely don't really need to worry about any blocking.
I'm just gonna
'cause you're
not do dodge and roll. I'm just gonna choose not to do that in this case.
grab like a crippling cloud or oh nice. Yeah, and in that case it doesn't matter for after image because you're obviously blocking for way more. So the one guy is gonna be dead. These guys are all.
Oh, whoops. Forgot to do that. And by forgot, I mean I literally just, like, part of my brain thought I won the fight already. I guess I did.
It looks over. It'll be funny though if it's just like oh that one.
And then I die, right? Yeah.
How it was.
23, so I gotta block a little bit more. This weakens
So
this
the
guy
on the
for
right
a
dies
little
in
bit.
2 on his. Yeah, this is good. This looks overall.
What does
pretty
this do?
good.
Like 10? So do I block for full if I just Crippling Cloud? No, I don't think I do. Alright, so I'm gonna do this.
I think I would just piercing or dash or something. And just save crippling for.
I think
What are you gonna save?
What?
I was wondering if it was better to save crippling there or dash. But...
It was probably better to save dash. I just literally didn't think about it for longer than 2 seconds. This fight we actually stall artificially, unfortunately. It's sort of unfortunate, but true. Can I block for a bunch this turn? Can do that.
When you say stall artificially, you just mean because it's gonna keep. What do you mean by that? I understand that they regenerate and stuff. What do you mean? You're just trying to.
Oh
artificially
shit!
stall
I
for the
didn't.
end?
Never mind. Forgot that had a. Because of the incense burner.
Right.
That's what I meant by that mostly. Blur's okay. Don't think it's great. Poison stab is okay too. I've noticed my damage sort of is slow, for sure. But
And it's a poison plus. But
yeah,
I don't think
it's just, you know why? Because we only have these 3 poison cards in the entire deck.
yeah, and the problem is we're not gonna have a chance to upgrade deadly poison. I don't think.
You're probably
We
right.
Might, but it seems unlikely. So
I think maybe it is
Obviously-
poison stab.
I wish it was a bouncing flask.
Me too.
Is it poison instead?
White bee statue. Coming for us. I guess I could have considered that earlier when I skipped Snecko. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. That skull would have been alright.
Wait, I'm an idiot. Oh no, you couldn't have. No, never mind. The other one was you can't guarantee that you're gonna get that.
Oh,
have
you
to do what
can
did.
though. Oh, you can.
Oh, you had tiny chest. Oh, yep, that was a big mistake.
That was a
because-
huge error. So if we die, it's because we did that. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Well,
was
that's actually-
super subtle though. What the hell? How was
Yeah,
I
no, I'm
supposed to
glad
know
this
that?
happened because I would not have thought of that. Like, that's one of those things easy to miss. But now in the future, now I'm gonna actually value that tiny chest even.
Dude, that tiny chest might have saved our ass too. You never know.
That's insane.
So I think I heal here. I don't think I go to the store, which is sort of awkward, but okay.
You should have skipped the white elephant just out of spite.
Yeah, probably. Too bad.
Damn, I didn't even think of that though.
I
That
guess
would've
I
been
could have
amazing.
not gone here and then just gone through here instead. I don't know. I think healing is fine. Because I want to do health for time meter, sort of.
Ooh,
It's good.
it's a very, very powerful.
What does this
relic.
upgrade to? Is this the same, right? Yeah, it's the same.
It's
Okay.
very powerful, and you have ways to discard it with gamble and other stuff.
Yeah, but we also take 2 damage in a deck with like 26 damage or health right now, so
Yeah.
I think it
the
actually
way-
kills us, to be honest.
That's one way to go out there.
It is one cool way to go out, I agree. I'm gonna take the upgrade on Deadly Poison and then just like leave.
Deadly or well-laid plan.
I think
I'm just
Deadly. Right?
I can't argue. It's either deadly or well-laid, and they're both, I think, very strong.
It's also maybe Bird, but I don't think so. I think Deadly.
After image is a decent consideration, but I don't think it's really worth it. No.
Nah, I don't know. Like, they're all good. It's just like we lack damage currently, I think, is the big problem.
Yeah.
It's sort of
I
what
know
I've
you're right.
gotten away from this block for.
By the way, it's very interesting to see how the differences in the way that 2 different players can approach it. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I agree. It's a really brilliant game. I wish I did things this turn, like block, for instance. That'd be cool. Yeah.
I'm still kind of like hung up on the tiny chest, and not really
Dude, that really bummed me out, honestly.
that extra
Like, low-key.
poison in our Noxus Fumes deck. That would have really changed a lot.
Yeah, I agree. So we take, like, damage this turn, excitingly. I think.
We do?
Yeah, we do, actually. I know, it sort of seems like a turn you wouldn't, but...
Yeah, that's seems like a magic.
Okay,
Maybe
okay, I guess.
there's nothing that could be drawn without acrobatic.
I could
Yeah,
draw
literally.
literally anything, but I think this is more consistent.
Yeah, of course. You don't want to risk like trying to.
I take like what,
Well-
like 5 damage or something? That's sort of shit.
It has to be done. I think the energy potions obviously way more than that. So.
What a terrible run this has been. Thank God I didn't take Coffee Dripper. Shoutouts to Coffee Dripper being an offer. Holy shit. Anyway. This
I
one.
feel like coffee dripper is more of an more suitable for something like iron, where you're kind of healing.
Yeah.
Although some silent runs, I feel like it's actually fine when you get the right pieces. You get a wraith form, you get the apparitions. Obviously, you would have had to get that later if you already know you're going that direction.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've had some silent decks where it didn't really need to heal much. That burst though for value.
So, this fight we gotta absolutely make sure we end on 5, I think, is good for Time Meter. And then, I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck happens after that. We just die, I guess, because of Ascension 20.
What do you mean?
2 double boss.
Yeah, but why do you think we're gonna die?
Because we have 23 health for 2 bosses.
You're not gonna touch us.
Okay.
About that.
For that reason, I'm almost thinking about, like, not Noxious Fumes. I don't know. Am I that stubborn about it? I guess I may be. Because, like, the poison we can do manually to kind of to suit our needs. It's just, like, this enemy never scales. Like, it always does 9 damage, right? Can we block for 9 damage consistently? Yeah, we have well-laid plans. I think I'm gonna skip Noxious Fumes, then. It's gonna slow the fight and be terrible, but I'm gonna do it.
Well, could we calculate it? Because we want it to be on 5. If Fumes goes down, we might be able to make it hit 5 anyways.
Also, I totally didn't do well-laid plans there, but that's fine. Because we got that.
It's an underpowered card. It would have cost you 1 energy. We only had 3 left. You can't sit on
Yeah.
that.
Alright,
Um,
if I want this to end on 5, if I play this
Yeah.
now, then
Yeah, but this
14...
is a weird factorial kind of almost looking thing. 7, 6, 5.
So 14, 13.
That's too
Too fast. Yeah, so we can't do that.
Yeah.
So that's how scummy I am with my video games. Also, I probably should have saved defend, lol. Okay.
Yeah, you don't need the deadly poison.
This is fine. And then do nothing, lol. Could also, yeah.
Hold the.
I could actually dash if I want, maybe. Yeah, I can dash. Right? Wait,
Why?
no, wait. Hold on. 16.
Because-
And I take 3.
Like,
And then
yeah, I wouldn't do that.
And then, what do? I use some dumb shit? No, that's not good. Alright.
How fast is it ticking right now? Because we just want to. I thought we could put it on when we're ready.
Right
to
now,
play.
this poison's gonna run out even, like, if I do nothing for 5 turns. So it's gonna be okay.
No, but that's what I meant. Like we could save the deadly, but I guess we have so much block.
That's what I was saying. We could just well-laid plans and, like, guarantee we get this exactly on the number we want.
Yeah, we need that well. Without acrobatics here, trying to dig towards it.
Actually, Survivor might be better. Just curiously. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna say it is.
I would expertise just.
You gotta keep in mind this is a thing too, letter opener, sort of important.
Oh yeah. True.
So 7, 9, it does like 10 damage right now. The poison.
Okay, so we want to kill it in 1 turn.
Yeah, we want to
so-
kill it like next turn probably.
But we can letter opener it once this turn and then pretty much guarantee
9
letter
and then it doesn't
This
actually
whole thing.
guarantee it, but it's close. I'm gonna do that though.
Oh, actually it doesn't. You're right. Hold on. What's in the deck?
I could actually, to be entirely clear, I could do this now, right? Like I could just do another. Oh wait, no, I can't anyway.
You don't have enough energy.
Yeah, right. I knew that.
Uh,
I'm gonna assume
Okay.
we kill next turn.
yeah, I just played dodge and roll and
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. What a scummy fight. None of these.
So- yeah, no. Definitely not. Yeah, just keep in mind I always see the cards a little after you. Okay, so this will be a fight.
Oh dear. Oh no. Alright, so deadly poison.
I think you actually have to dump the shivs now just to
Yeah, no, absolutely.
not
I
have
just
an
wanna
mistake.
I just wanna see what cards I'm playing. Dodge and roll. Shiv, 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 and then nothing, I think.
Oh, I would have done shivs and expertise looking for relic plants, but it doesn't matter.
I think we're fine. Also, well, plants cost is 1.
No, that's why if you wouldn't have done the dodging.
Oh, no, I want dodge and roll for next turn.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, we're
It
doing
does
that.
block this one.
Okay.
Looks like another journal.
Getting rid of adrenaline's pretty good.
Yeah, you still have 5 more cards you can play after. Oh, with burst it gets kind of awkward. Does it? Yeah, it gets kind of.
15, yeah, this is fine.
So that's all blocked.
Dodge? I mean, he's like pretty high up on the numbers right now.
What's his counter at? Is that 9?
Yeah, I don't think dodge and
Well,
roll is
I
maybe
would-
not good.
Yeah, I would cloak and dagger and double shiv just to.
Oh, just to end. Yeah, that's probably better. You're right.
In his counter and not end with shivs in the day.
I like that. That's better.
Because if you try some other way with like, oh yeah, I guess you could do burst. Can't you do burst dodge and roll? Wouldn't that end his counter?
That would too.
And that gives you 8 block next turn. That's probably better.
Yeah, that's better. No, you're right. I don't know why I was thinking of just ending there. That didn't make much sense.
Time meter is kind of a weird guy. You gotta pay attention to his clock.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes I get like sidelined, but like really weird specific like lines that I can do, and then like I do that instead of like the one that's very obvious, like just ending the turn there on the clock.
Yeah.
So
by the way,
that's
I
like a
think
mental thing.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing a lot of the obvious plays, and then I think when the way you play is very different. Like very, very different. It's interesting.
Yeah,
you are
I
very-
very value like cards that like immediately do things. Is the main thing. I think a lot of people sort of don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do take into consideration, high value for my energy, basically.
Yeah.
But because of that, that's why when I see a card like Acrobatics, which is drawing me cards but not doing anything else, I probably don't evaluate it correctly because it does still get you to those higher value cards. So it's definitely a lot of room for improvement, at least on.
Can I draw well-laid plans in the next year, please? No? Okay.
Nope.
Hmm.
Yeah, answers no to your question. Wait, why do you only? Oh yeah, he did his little attack. There you go.
Alright, I guess.
That was not terrible of a turn. So time meter with this deck is going to be very awkward. We don't
You
have.
could say that.
catalog. Yeah, because he's gonna wipe off all.
This is a really bad turn.
This deck might not make it.
No, that's what I was saying. I think this deck's sort of bullshit. Okay, I mean,
Might be the turn to use the energy potion and also pray a little bit.
I think dodge and roll noxious fumes roll. I guess, and
I
save.
mean, it feels pretty bad though. That crippling.
Yeah,
you
I know
still
it.
survive?
Maybe this is
You
actually
still
better
survive?
anyway. This is probably still better.
Well, you survive with what's it called? Because of after image, so you can actually just play that dodge and roll Noxus Fume, and you'll be alive.
I need to be
but
more than alive, I think. But you're right. I think I still need to play this anyway. Just like we need to do something very fast with this fight.
Yeah, because he's not getting any weaker. And
I'm gonna
but
get
we
rid of
are.
this card and then use this, I guess. All right. Well, good run though.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bleak right now.
This is a nice turn for this.
But I'll be honest, we kind of didn't get offered anything premium for the entire run.
We didn't really get any rares. I just kind of realized that.
Yeah,
What
like
the fuck's
one
up
we
with
got
that?
was we got Grand Finale offered at one point. That was about.
How many elites did we fight? Like a decent amount, right? We fought like a few. Not
Where did the burst come from?
not like
Wasn't
a
that from
million.
the burst was from Astrolabe or whatever that thing's called. From the thing that transforms.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's just that we didn't fight enough elites. Like maybe there was like one more elite we could have done too at some point. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. Sort of feels like this run we just sort of had a subpar-ish thing going on. Because you're right, we didn't really get any rares, sort of.
Let me tell you the truth of what happened. You took Sozu. That was your mistake.
Was it? I don't think so. I think the other thing was worse.
What was the options for Sozu?
We had the choker, the what's it called, the chain thing.
Oh, but there was a third one that was, I think, probably a nothing one, like the tiny.
I don't know. It was some bullshit. Oh, it was the Shiv one. It was the 0 costs, have additional damage.
Yeah, the risk bleed thing. Yeah, no,
Which is also known as just hot garbage.
Yeah, that was not real options for sure. I mean, we definitely screwed up pretty big time with the missing the Snecko skull thing, but
We die, right?
From that,
No, we
I
don't
wouldn't
die.
have done it.
Of course we don't die. Why would we die? Just end me already.
No mercy.
I'm gonna
No
look
mercy.
for shit. Alright, cool, I looked for shit. I'm gonna play that. Cool. Time eater, end my life already.
Yeah, this run is. If somehow this run, even if you were at
This
full
seems
health,
pretty hard to win this turn.
Yeah, even if you were at full health, you wouldn't be able to beat. We wouldn't be able to beat what's his name, the Heart, with this deck. This deck and relics is just not good. The turn you picked instance have been interesting because it had other things in that shop, but I don't really because you went quick. So there might have been other choices there.
In the shop, you said?
Yeah, the very first shop. I didn't get to see what else was.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure Incense Burner was like the option there. There was some other random crap. There was like I forgot most of it. There was some like other relic that was okay, I think. But no, I think this was definitely the correct pick there.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Did
served
you
us to
have-
make us
wait.
not die against like Reptomancer and like every other thing we faced, basically.
Yeah,
So I get 2
There-
cards
there's-
this turn.
and we definitely needed that thing for the elites, so over the medical, whatever it's called. Yeah, there was
Alright. Good.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm done. I gotta like do homework and shit too.
Alrighty. Well, this was fun. That was cool.
It was fun. Yeah, thanks for joining me.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Oh man, what a run though. Like you're right, like it was just so it was a really depressing run, I think.
It was one of those runs where we're hanging on by like a thread the whole time. Basically. Like it looked good at the start, to be honest. It started off really nice. Like, okay, we took some damage, 250 gold, got a really powerful premium relic. You know, had the easiest first boss, but then from there things just didn't really.
Yeah, like nothing really happened to our deck from there on forward. We just got cards that did okay things.
Yeah, and then we got destroyed at the start of Act 3. That was insane. The super elite being after.
Oh yeah, the
4
path was
fucking-
bullshit. I'm sure if the path was less bullshit, we'd be fine.
Yeah, it was like the worst part. We got 1 campfire after barely surviving all that shit.
What was it, like 3 elites until a campfire and like every hallway fight?
It was super elite, another elite. Like these were forced, by the way.
Yeah.
There was no option, and then 4 enemies before the elite, the super elite, and then 1 enemy after it, which was strong in this case because we had no time to like recover.
Oh, we had
And then the
Darklings,
other-
I remember. Shit.
I think you made a comment. You're like, well, if this enemy feels, there's something wrong with our deck. It's like, yeah, shit wasn't going right.
Yeah, I think our deck was lacking like poison, basically.
I think honestly, if we would have just had a catalyst plus, it would have.
We needed like any other poison card, like just a second deadly poison. I think on our deck would be okay.
Yeah, I think bouncing flask would have been just amazing.
I think
That
Bouncing
would've
Flask
really-
was probably the best possible one we could have gotten. Yeah.
yeah.
Also, that
You-
damn skull, that damn skull we didn't get.
Yeah, I don't think it was gonna matter in the.
It
But
didn't
it
matter,
did.
no.
But it was. I'm glad that mistake happened. Just because it's something to be cognizant of in the future. Like, oh crap, this thing guarantees on your path that you will get another chest. Therefore, getting stronger.
I
would
think
say.
in Act 2 there was a way to get like one or two more elites with the relic without wasting too much health, but I didn't figure it out.
Wasn't there another relic we took where it was questionable if we needed it, if we could just grab the if we could just grab the key thing earlier in like Act Two? I thought.
Oh,
I
Blood
thought there was
Vial.
one. Oh yeah, no, we needed that though.
No, we
Yeah,
needed
we
Blood
needed
Vial for sure. I kind of saw that coming a little bit, like with our deck. I was
it.
like, oh yeah, we're not living very well.
Yeah, it's like we're at like 20 health.
We're like disabled silent who like thinks she has reform, but like actually it's every 6 turns. I don't know.
I mean, dude, if we would have had one raise form that game, oh,
I mean, any gold card that wasn't the ones we had would have been pretty good. Yeah. What the
yeah, we
fuck
got.
was I offered for gold cards in the second round? Was it
I don't remember.
like did I just not pick any? Did I just skip?
What was it? What was it offered?
I don't remember.
I know we had adrenaline. I know the
Oh, it was
first game.
adrenaline. That's right. And then there was like two other ones that were complete horseshit.
Yeah, and adrenaline's. I mean, adrenaline is actually premium, but you kind of need other pieces around it.
I mean, it would be nice if we had a card to play adrenaline with, yeah. Instead, we just had sort
Exactly.
of like
That was the problem.
mediocre bullshit.
Yeah, we had no campfires to upgrade things or to rest in the last act. Yeah, that was one of those runs where I don't think there was a way to win it
No,
based
there's
on
definitely a way to win if you like scum the fuck out of it. There always is a way to win. I think the way we did it was pretty consistent and safe. Maybe a little too safe in Act 2, but that's just because again I didn't plan out well enough. I think Incense Burner in that act. I think Act 3 I did Incense Burner really well. Act 2 I missed it by a bit. Act 1 I don't know. It seemed like every fight in Act 1 I really was just kind of fucked with Incense Burner.
yeah, it looked like you had to end them regardless of what you wanted
Yeah,
to
there
do.
was like maybe one fight in all of Act 1 where I got to use Incense Burner the way I wanted to.
Yeah, I think Act Two though you're right. I think Act Two there was definitely opportunity for better burning.
I think so too.
And then Act Three, I think you did play it pretty much perfectly,
Yeah.
as best as possible. So it just was the deck wasn't able in relics and everything weren't
Well,
able
next
to.
time I'll try to play Act 2 better with Incense, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we had to take at least one more at some point.
That's what I was thinking. Like, we probably missed like one elite.
Hmm. And the acrobatics pick was definitely a good pick. I actually learned a
I
lot
think
about.
you would have died without it, yeah.
Yeah, I learned a lot from that. So
Yeah,
that was
because
good to
Silent
know.
has to be really picky when she draws, kind of.
Well, it's weird because I mean I beat Ascension 20 with Silent a bunch of times. I just and I've taken acrobatics in cases, but for some reason I was looking and thinking we have a backflip, we have adrenaline, we have upgraded expertise, which we don't really want, but we kind of had. So I was thinking it was enough, but the acrobatics definitely was actually very good.
I think acrobatics, it's like the amount I usually get for acrobatics before I start getting kind of uncomfortable is like 2. A 2 I feel is like a pretty good baseline, usually. Um, and then after 2, it's sort of like, then it starts to get a little iffy, right? Because the idea is you don't want to draw like the funny thing is sometimes you want to draw multiple backflips. Like you want to draw backflip and then get a backflip out of that. You want to like scum through your deck really fast, skim
Uh-huh.
whatever. This wasn't that case, I don't think. But there's definitely times where you pop off doing that. Here it was just nice to have one. I think maybe 2 would have been too much in this case.
Possible.
Yeah.
And another thing about that run was the relics that we got were not.
Yeah, I
No,
think
okay.
2 was actually too much because of expertise. And I think about it. Also, what?
Yeah. That's why I was wondering if it might have been, but it did do work. So
It might
that's
have
why I was
still
saying.
been good. It's like hard for me to evaluate. It's one of those things you need a neural network for, as I joke.
By the way, the neural network comment there. I've been wondering, like, if they put, you know, some of these brilliant engineers, like a big team on it, I really would love to watch and see how it evaluates this game over time as it improves.
I think it would be
Because
shocking, probably, how I would evaluate it.
yeah, that's exactly how I'm feeling because when they've done that with chess, it destroyed our understanding of chess. Even like it's better than the other computers or the neural network stuff right now is, or it at least plays moves that are absolutely bonkers, even compared to the computer moves that we're used to seeing that are crazy enough as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and one thing that it did though, because we don't have sort of engines for Slay the Spire, as far as I'm aware, that can put up consistent numbers or something. I don't know if there's
Nah,
anyone
there
who's
isn't.
someone maybe should do that at some point. It'd be cool.
There was a simple
Although,
script that would play through the game and make very simple decisions, but it was bullshit. Like just
yeah, no, I mean, like even just the way you and I are playing right here, like it's pretty complicated. It's gonna need to think. But with this game, while it's in beta, they would probably want to wait till after that, till it's a stable version. But then, if someone did build something, it'd be really interesting to see because uh, when the first computers started to get strong in chess, like when they surpassed the best human players, they started to do things that were extremely effective, but broke all of our known principles. So things that you and I can talk about as principles, you know, they broke the principles. The principles stopped mattering.
I
What
think the
mattered is
main
that
thing is they would understand when like you're being too safe. Like I think a lot of computers playing this game would like eventually realize that like you've reached the peak point of like defensive cards, and then they'll just suddenly like be willing to take a weird attack card or something like that. And I can see that like actually happening and just being good and being really weird.
Well, yeah, it's interesting. Well, we had a point even in our run where you said something along those lines. You were saying, is it time to take this risk? This fight right here, do we need to take a risk
And
here?
that's true. There will be computers that like take like 1% risks just to get like a benefit that might actually like statistically like helps them win more often than just like dying, or rather than like reducing the risk of dying that one time sort of. But you kind of already
Yes.
do that in Ascension 20 anyway. Like you fight elites even if you think you'll die to them like a little bit, just because like you have to sort of.
I feel like that's true,
I feel like in
especially
our run there was a time where like I legit would have died fighting two elites in a hallway in a row though. Remember that? I feel like the risk was too high there, but
oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah. We had that option. I remember.
I feel like
Yeah.
a computer would probably also not do that if I had to guess.
Um, it's hard to say because, well, it would. I mean, the things that it would take into consideration are the same things we would probably. Just how much health we had, what our deck and relics look like. We know which one it's not going
It
to be
keep
out
in
of
mind
the.
basically every enemy in the game left to face, like every possible relic you could get, just like all these sort of like it'd just be what we do but much larger of a scale of thought.
Well, the thing I think that we actually might have failed at that specific point. Now that you brought it up, because we had the preserve instinct at some point in the run, and
No, it was
I think it
after
was
that, I think.
before that. Was it?
I think so.
If it was after, then
It
never
was
mind. But
actually
if it was
at the
before,
chest right before the elite in the later part of that act.
okay.
Yeah, so no.
If
If
it
we
was
had
after
that
the
then, I think I would have taken it.
yeah, because I think at that point it wasn't in my brain, and obviously you didn't think about it either, so we probably just didn't have it at that time.
Actually, I remember specifically like when I fought the Taskmasters that they had a little bit of health left over after the initial like burst with the crippling cloud.
Sorry, you said Taskmaster, and I'm like, wait, aren't you the Taskmaster?
Oh, yeah, I am too. That's true. The
So I did
slavers.
completely lose the train of thought there.
No, you're
Sorry.
good. You're good. Yeah, with the slavers. Sorry. In general. And then like later on when I saw the elite preserved insect, I was like, hey, we could have used that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, one of my recent Ascension 20 heart runs that I won was the first relic I got was that one, very very first. I'm like, oh okay, good. I'm glad I got this. I'm just gonna take 4 elites now. Just ran through everything.
And because on
Just through.
Ascension 20, like elites are like actually easier than hallway fights when you have that. It feels like sometimes or like pretty often.
Well, not the first 3 hallway fights, obviously, but yeah, the ones that come out are difficult. Yeah,
Yeah,
when
it's
you
just
have the
it's such a good
25%
relic.
boost. Although I would say the what's it called, the super elite though can still be a little bit of trouble unless you really have everything going right, like that run
I
was.
kind of agree that
Um,
that they should probably change like the way that you get the third key or the silent key.
um, I
Because
like the idea of super elites, but I think they're overtuned in Act One for sure.
in Act 1, interesting.
That I mean, for me at least, the Act One because I think it's like The one guy gets metallicized 12 or something. The Lagavulin guy, Gremlin Knob, I think gets metallicized or something. I forgot what they get.
No,
I just
Lagavulin
remember
doesn't
when.
actually get 12. He gets 4, but it starts with 8 metallicized when they're sleeping, and then when you bust them away from their sleep, then it's back to 4.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, and then the sentries I think get metal. Right? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
And
metallicized sentries is sort of a bitch.
yeah, so I
That's like
just know
the
I'm
only one
really
I
into that.
care about though. Like I think even like healing knob is sort of the same fight.
Yeah, Knob is actually not too bad. It's like you said, it's very similar. Just has a slightly more health,
I think
which
Act 2 there's like a
really
few more things that can happen that are kind of bitches. Like I think the Slavers getting strength in general is terrible. Gremlin gaming strength
well,
is also
Act Two,
terrible. Poke stabbing
Act
getting
Two
strength
Elite.
is terrible.
Yeah, no, Act Two elites are already insane. So to add the super elite in there, yeah, I don't even think I ever go for it there unless I'm like in a crazy run where you can do it. But yeah, adding strength to like a book of stabbing just doesn't make too much sense to me.
But like
It
that's
might
what I
want
was
to
saying. I
remake
think Act 1 elite supers are easier than Act 2 supers.
Hmm.
And then
Gremlin
Act
up.
3
Yeah,
supers are
I'll have to
probably
look
the
here.
easiest, maybe? Because by then you're already winning, and like who gives a shit if book of Giant Head has like a fucking strength?
Yeah, you've definitely caused me to reflect on it. Act two would be the hardest, but I would have said Act two elites are the hardest anyways. But
Yeah,
super elites for sure. Act one, I think I was just a little jaded from getting the super elite sentries, but
yeah.
you can kind of dodge that because you can know, okay, I just fought sentries in a regular elite. That takes it off the table. Now I can decide if you're going
And
super
in
elite. And
general,
usually,
that's just like that's pretty unlikely. What you need like a 1 out of 3 to fight
yeah, a
that,
lot
and
of the
then 1 out of 3 to get metallicized. Healing sucks a little bit too, but not as bad.
yeah, it's yeah, and I would say for me at least, typically
Oh
I'm
wait,
getting
maybe healing's
the
worse. Shit, never mind.
yeah, I don't know, but typically I think the green key I usually get on Act Three. Anyways,
Yeah, that's like what you're meant to do
yeah. But
usually.
what would you think? What would you suggest otherwise? Like I think definitely what you're pointing out is like things like Book of Stabbing, Super Elite having bonus strength is kind of ridiculous. So I can agree with maybe changing
Super Elite can
what.
like still remain as like a mechanic in the game. It just like I don't think the key being part of that makes sense because it forces your path to change sort of. And I kind of agree over time I've kind of realized that that's sort of it kind of removes part of the game that I like a little bit, which is pathing.
It actually completely removes it.
Yeah, so it sort of
So, yeah,
sucks.
I'm glad you brought that up because no one, I guess, made that point yet
No,
to
it's
me.
been made
Obviously, people
before.
have
It's
been
been
thinking it.
made
Yeah,
before.
yeah, people have, but I'm relatively new here, so I hadn't heard that counterpoint to them. But thinking about that's alone enough because boom, there goes your decision making
Yeah.
on the third act, which is where you want to make decisions like everything
Actually,
else.
I suggested one time as a joke that they give you an energy relic that just makes it certain future, like the daily modifier where you only have one path, but it gives you one energy.
Mm.
And that would be like super anti-fun in the same way as like a lot of the other energy relics, like the ectoplasm and whatnot.
Yeah, it'd be anti-fun, and it would probably be pretty damn strong because I don't know. I don't know if that's a big enough downside.
I think
Although
it's
you get a
actually a huge downside.
yeah, I'm trying to think about it because like that goes back to the issue with the silent key. I guess I'm seeing why you're mentioning that. Yeah, it's you're forced down a path. That path might not be good.
Yeah, it's kind of just like getting silent key for every act, or for 2 acts instead of 1 act. That's why it's sort of an evil relic, because like because sometimes you fucking get a terrible path, and you increase
Well,
the
let's think
chance of
about
that
it.
with 2 acts.
Yeah, but think about it this way. In the current context, if you get it on Act Two, it doesn't change anything. You just get a free energy.
That's true though, isn't it? Hmm.
but
But that's
but
why I
that's
don't think
because
that would actually be a good relic. Yeah.
yeah, or it becomes a good relic if we remove
That's
the
true.
silent key way it is now. Then it actually becomes a meaningful decision. Do I want this energy at that expense?
That would actually be
I
dope
really,
after the
I re-
change. Yeah.
yeah, because then it's that meaningful. Like that is a decision. Like, oh shit, am I ready to give up my pathing, which is incredibly important. Where you decide the time. That's like a huge part of the game, as you mentioned, and it's fun. Um, but you get a benefit out of it, so that'd be kind of cool. I really like one of the relics, the winged boots. What do you think of that?
Oh, wing boots is fun.
I think it's pretty powerful.
It is
Powerful
powerful.
enough.
Yeah.
Um,
Usually it ends up being used to like get you a couple extra elites safely.
yep. Either elites. I don't think I've optimized how I use it yet. Elites would be the obvious thing, and I do that. Like I'll jump from elite to elite or whatever. But I also would use it for like campfires and stuff, depending on what like when I have that feather relic and campfires become like heal for 12 or whatever.
It's a good bailout for sure to go to campfires as well, or if you just want upgrades very bad, it's very good. But yeah,
Yeah,
definitely you gotta use this. I like to use the charges sort of carefully. Like I don't like to switch back and forth from the same path if I can avoid it. But you know, if I'm running
yeah,
out of time, I'll do that. I'll just go like, okay, jump to the elite, jump back. You know, but I like to generally avoid that if I can, so I can use
yeah.
it later.
Yeah, it kind of works with the super elite thing too. Because then you can jump to it on when you get to that, jump back to whatever other place you want to
Oh
go
yeah,
if you need
super
it.
wonderful when it works that way too.
But that's kind of like you'd have to hold it usually for a while,
It's not worth
or
holding it that long, no.
exactly, or you just happen to get it at the right time, but you couldn't have planned for that anyways.
But who
Yeah,
knows? Maybe a computer will actually really value it and then just like hold it the whole game in case there's a
that'd be
bad path.
that'd be amazing if it literally holds it because it didn't need to, but it's ready to.
That could actually be like a real legit meta strat that no one's like even considered.
I
It's
think I think we have to be undervaluing it,
probably
because like I think you like all right if you get it early enough and safely grab an extra elite fight, that's probably worth one charge of it. But after that, I think saving a charge for the super elite, whenever it's time to grab that, is probably very
Oh,
powerful.
you're right.
More
Like
powerful.
just using it once is like good, and then after that, just saving two charges just to like dip in and out of like a bad route is probably the best way to do it for a computer, maybe.
I would think they'd do it for one to get, yeah, like you said, just early benefit from it. Grab an extra elite or something,
You just
and
swap
then
to a better path after like a certain point, yeah.
yep, do that. Yep, and then save the last charge though for to be able to get on Act 3 the super elite when they want it,
Yeah,
so that they
two
don't.
charges to dip in and to dip out, basically.
Yeah, so it's interesting. That's the cool thing about this game though is like we can talk about any of this stuff, and usually there's a lot of depth that could be hiding. Like
Yeah.
the tiny chest thing. I didn't realize that it actually had that extra depth of using
Dude, that
calculus.
was so silly. I'm so mad.
That was like, oh, here's the best relic for your poison deck. Oh, sorry.
I don't
That
know,
was cool.
man. We needed anything. Game. They should have given
Yeah.
us Enloft's gift.
What's weird is it didn't feel at any point like that things were terrible. It just felt like we were just like floating on the surface really throughout the whole time until we got to time it, and then it was just like, oh, we're not ready.
Well, yeah, we just didn't do anything for our deck yet.
Actually, no, I take it back. Act 3 start also just felt horrible.
I'm sure
That's
if we
crazy.
had like 70 health, we would have been fine against probably both bosses, to be honest. Okay, maybe not
Definitely
Donu Deka. I feel like Donu Deka would have like probably fucked us.
we would have been pretty good against Awaken one because I don't even think except well laid plans.
Yeah, we didn't have any like thing for. Yeah, we were fucked
Yeah,
against Donu
we
Deka, I
had
think.
after image too, I guess, but yeah. um,
Because
that
like,
was
how
an
the fuck
interesting.
would we kill Donu Deka? The only thing our deck does is like poison,
But
and
it poisons so slowly. Um, I don't know. Maybe I've just become very dependent on Catalyst, and I also like value Bouncing Flask as like the most valuable thing I can get.
it's a very
'Cause I felt,
valuable poison, sure. It's but you know actually, deadly poison can be more efficient than it sometimes upgraded. I think in our
um,
deck, deadly poison upgraded was probably the best poison card to see. Bouncing flask
uh,
was very good too, though.
in our case, yeah, you know what it is. I guess it's just I'd like to see a bounce. Really, might be part because it
Actually,
can
no, you
bounce
might
off
still be right because of
artifact
Donu
charges.
Deka artifacts, sort of.
Exactly. Yeah, I think of it for the artifact charges.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, but it's also a great.
Also, if we
It's
had
definitely
it
a great
with
value.
the skull, that would have been really nice.
Oh, that would have been insane. Then it becomes just better than deadly poison. I think in most cases.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, shit.
Yeah, and the
That
main
was
reason that it was already nice is because I had the noxious fumes being like the only damage.
yeah. I mean, some things went right, some things went okay. Like Noxus used with a good amount of block. We at some point had a leg sweep, three dodge and rolls. Like those aren't bad things to have, but it wasn't enough. I don't think poison stab was enough when we got it, but I do think we kind of had to take it.
It still actually helped, I'm pretty sure. Not by much, but by a little bit.
Yeah, I think it made the deck like slightly better. I don't think that there was any better upgrades we could have got than like upgrading the deadly poison when we did. Nothing would have changed anything. We doesn't have anything
Yeah, I upgraded
broken.
Deadly Poison in the hope of killing Time Meter faster than he killed us, but he killed us.
Yeah. Um, I usually just rely, I think, very heavily on Catalyst as a card in Silent.
I guess Burst was sort of like a YOLO, like way to maybe do a lot of damage.
Well, what burst deadly or something? Or
Like Burst upgrade, and then I would just like play double like every poison card basically.
I mean, you did at some point mention potentially upgrading burst, and then you like shot the your own idea down, kind of.
Yeah, I
uh,
don't think it was very consistent, so that's why I didn't want to do it. But maybe that's what my deck needed to like ever have a chance at that point. I don't think it mattered very much.
Yeah, it definitely didn't wasn't going to matter in this case. I don't think we had to do something different earlier, like much earlier. Something just had to be done
It
differently.
was Act
I
2,
mean,
man. It had to be.
yeah, Act Two just played way more optimally with the incense burner. Would have opened up the door for taking another elite, and that could have changed everything. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that probably was it. We just needed like another rare card. That's all we needed, I think. Just like a
yep,
card
one
that did
premium.
things.
I still think Catalyst would have been good enough to at least get us
No,
through.
Catalyst would have been like fine. Yeah, absolutely.
But other than
But
that, we would
Catalyst
have
is
needed.
like a card you can't really rely on. I know you said you like starting to kind of lean towards that a lot, but you gotta find other ways to generate poison slowly. You know, if not Catalyst, fast. You know,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've done a lot of shenanigans with Catalyst. It's one of those cards that if
it definitely
especially
gets
if you
out of
have
control very quick with Catalyst.
yeah. Well, the thing is, it's multiplicative. So if you can manage to burst Catalyst, for instance, which we already had the burst, like it would have just been times
We
six. You
weren't
know, I
offered Catalyst, were we?
mean, the only time we might have been was that first shop where we got the intangible jar
Oh
thing.
no, no, it was
I don't
not.
even remember. I just couldn't. That's the only thing I didn't see. Everything else you slowed down enough so was able to see where it
Yeah,
was
no,
and stuff.
that incense burner is the reason why we made it all the way to die to Time Eater.
Yeah, I was just thinking that might have been the only time. Otherwise, we didn't have it as an option anywhere.
Incense burner is just
So
dumb strong. Like it's so good.
yeah, you know what's one which relic I'm really impressed by is I don't know, like the blue ink jar, I guess it's called, or
Oh
something like that.
yeah, ink bottle.
Yeah, that thing really draws you an insane amount of cards.
It
I was
does.
surprised by it. Like it actually threw me off because I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even read when I first got it. The first time I got it, I was like, oh shit, I just drew an extra card. I didn't even how the fuck did this happen so quickly? And then I started to pay attention, and yeah, it's very powerful, and you can
It's
definitely
also just like a way to draw a card whichever turn you want, you know? Like you can be like, "Oh, on Act 4 elites, I'm going to start at 5 and play 4 cards, and the next turn I get to draw on the bad turn, you know?" It's like kind of an
exactly.
insane card or a relic.
Yeah, it's like like you just said, you can set things up like it's actually ridiculous, and there's no drawback or anything to it. It's
Yeah, there's no
really no.
downside.
Yeah, so I was impressed by that one when I first picked it up. I had a good ironclad deck that was able to leverage the nunchuck thing, but I don't think that one's that great
Ooh,
compared
Nunchaku is
to.
like really not great. It's okay sometimes.
Yeah, I had like the deck that was specifically tailored for it to be great, and it was just like,
A lot of the time it sort of just like misses.
it'll miss. Um, and by the time you get that extra energy, you've kind of done everything you needed to
That's
do.
kind of what I mean, yeah.
So yeah,
That's also
yeah,
really
yeah,
hard to set up.
yeah. Because what are you gonna do? Sacrifice damage now so you can do more damage later?
Yeah, it's
Like,
like it doesn't really work.
yeah, it's kind of like just has to the stars have to align more than anything, which is not great about it. Whereas like we just talked about the blue ink thing, uh, that one you actually have control over, and it's very, very powerful.
Yeah.
Uh, it does get a little crazy when you have, pin nib to track, the blue ink thing to track, the nunchuck thing to try to track, or
This game
whatever.
gets a
Like you
little
start
hectic, yeah.
to.
But yeah, it's
um,
the bottle, the Centennial puzzle, and backpack. Those are all wonderful.
the fact that draws you two cards at the start. Is that what?
That's what I'm talking about. Also, I'm getting a little choppy. Let me. Am I back?
Yeah, I'm starting to actually. That's the first one that
Hmm.
can happen. Can you hear me?
Hold on one second.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I'm gonna reconnect. All right, I reconnected. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, this is better.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened
I
there.
think it
The
happens on my
reconnection.
internet sometimes. It like gets stupid after a while.
It couldn't handle the machine learning was hearing this conversation. We are getting too close to the truth.
The truth of the Spire and how the mechanisms of it. Yeah.
um, I actually completely lost train of thought though, so I don't remember what we were just
You
talking
were
about.
talking about like backpack.
Oh yeah, that one is insane. I think that's one of those relics where when I was starting to play at the lower levels, and working my way up, I was like, oh, this sucks. It's just one turn. Like I didn't realize how powerful it is to see two more cards, which allows you to set up the rest of the fight.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's insane.
it's actually ridiculous. Now it's one of those things where I see it, I'm like, oh crap, I need to either take this or something else has to be really good to even warrant it. I actually have a question for you because I don't know if I'm overvaluing something, and I think I might be overvaluing it slightly. It's the relic that gives you one artifact charge. So
Clockwork souvenir.
this, maybe, yeah,
The one that
I
looks
guess
like a weird blue
it's kind
thing.
of like a bluish color.
Yeah.
Yeah, bluish gray. That thing. So just to give you my thoughts on it, so the reason I value it highly is specifically for defect, specifically for bias card, which is a card that I'm always pretty almost always trying to go for in a defect run. You don't always get like a core surge, and even if you do, you can't always set it up. But so I valued that pretty highly as a relic. Also, I value the pellets one very highly, but I think that's actually correct to value highly. Um, but I've been thinking maybe it's actually not as good because a lot of enemies, sorry, not energies, a lot of enemies will um, hit you with vulnerability, hit you with this or that before you get to play your bias cog. So it doesn't really always allow you to get that insane five focus for free, basically, or for one energy.
I mean,
Uh,
it's just a really good way to spend your money with defect for sure because of what you described. Because of that of debuff, being negated, and then you can just stall a fight very easily. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like bias cog doesn't necessarily need that to be good. Against bosses, it
oh,
sometimes does. Um, but usually bias cog is fine even without it. I think
yeah.
it's good to. I still think it's good to take. I would personally buy Clockwork Souvenir quite a bit with defect as well. Especially like not buy it like not just like on its own anticipating bias cog. I would always need to have it at least. And if I didn't have bias cog already, I would definitely value it a lot less. I would be like, I would just consider it. Yeah, like yeah, okay, I'm not gonna get weakened or dex down or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, Something like that. So I don't know. It's the game's hard. Just like sometimes you value it quite a bit with defect, especially when you have bias cog, but sometimes it doesn't matter. I'd say usually it's still good enough to buy. It's pretty hard to compete with that in the store, in other words. Um,
Okay. So it's at least worth. It's not me creating it as like a pretty high value relic then for defect.
it's pretty high value, especially for defect. I would agree. Also, hyper beam.
Yeah, hyper beam was another one that it's kind of cool with because usually with hyper beam for me the way I use it, I use it as like a finisher. But when you have an artifact charge, then yeah, you can use it twice basically. So you can use it once more freely, liberally, and then use it a second time if it's
Yeah,
needed.
hyper beam you're sort of meant to use as a finisher.
That's one of those cards that was actually hard for me. Like my learning curve on that card was thing. So starting off at base level and then working up to 20 heart or whatever. At first, I saw it and I was just like, oh, this is like an insane card, you know. I'm like, oh, cool, I could just blow everything up, and then I would, you know, blow things up and it would work for a little bit, and then like, oh crap, I blew everything up kind of, but they're alive, and now I can't, you know, kill them anymore really effectively with any orbs or anything, and it just like it would stall out as a strategy. Then I went to thinking, okay, this card sucks because of that. Like it's kind of good sometimes, and I thought overall it's just bad because it's going to drain your focus. And then as I got better, I was like, oh wait, okay, it's you know a card that you use as a finisher, so it's actually still an amazingly powerful card because you use it at the right moment. It clears out everything, saves you a bunch of help. You don't have to block, just ends a fight. Um, so I had a really weird learning curve. Like I valued it super highly because I didn't know how to value anything. Then I valued it super lowly because I started to understand things a little bit better. But then I valued it highly again because I realized, okay, like you just said, it's meant to be used as a finisher. It has a purpose. It can be combined with other things, artifact charges.
Oh my
Um,
fucking god. Look at strategy and deck building right now.
what the 40 relic? What the hell? How did that happen? Okay, I see a black star. what the fuck? What is that yin yang thing? I've never seen that. Is that like a watcher thing? They even got the bad mask and they just kept going. There's some relics here I've never seen.
Oh yeah, there's some Watcher relics in there that are a little goofy and not that good. Some of them are good.
So the yin yang is a watcher only, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Yin Yang, the one that looks like a teardrop locket, because that's what it's called. The one that is literally a reference to the sci-fi series Dune.
No.
And then there's a
Which one is
cow.
that? Is that the one
Oh wait, the
at the
cow is
very
in here. Damn it. Also, what?
the one is that the very end one? I don't know which one references
Oh, it's the one below Duvu Doll. It's like the dust-looking one.
the dusty thingy. Okay.
Yeah, it's
And then
called
what's the
Melange, I
last one?
think. What?
Oh, what was it?
The last one? I think it's Golden something. Oh, fuck, what was it?
Okay.
GoldenEye?
GoldenEye.
No, no, not like the James Bond thing. It was some other thing.
I wanted to be GoldenEye because of the James. When I was a kid, man, that GoldenEye was like the first James Bond, not the first James Bond I saw, but like the one that, you know, like had it on the Nintendo 64, like a game changer for my life, I guess. All right, cool. So yeah, I haven't seen any of those. What do you think about that? The mask event, the one that's like 50% good, 50% horrible.
It's an event that doesn't really change too much. It's kind of like a low risk event, sort of, which is kind of cool because a lot of events are kind of high risk. So I like it existing, first of all. I'll just start with that.
okay.
And then as for like what you're actually meant to do, if there's a store that I'm about to hit and I'm sort of at like a nice divider number for like a relic or something, I will take the money. Otherwise, if you're in a state where you're willing to, basically later on it doesn't matter. So like usually you take the gold. Early on it matters more, kind of. And the reason why it matters more, kind of, is because there's like a mask that gives you max HP per floor, like one, I think.
Yeah, I've gotten that one because I started taking the event just because of
So I
limited
think it's
match.
better to take slightly early, and it doesn't have to be like really early, just like slightly early. Like an act in floor, sorry, Act 2, it's better to take it than Act 3 by a bit, I think, because again, that stuff like that. But the thing is, you also don't want to take it if you're very reliant. Like let's say you think you would die if you got the weak mask, that sort of is a
Yeah,
thing. But again, it's
yeah,
usually supposed to be like low risk. Like even if you're Ironclad, even if you're doing attacks and you see Face Collector, you would probably still go for it most of the time in Act 1, even if your deck hasn't been become anything yet, because it's just such a minor downside. I think it's fine.
yeah. I guess for me, what was weird about evaluating it appropriately, I think it was the first three times I took it, I got the same weak mask, and I was
Oh,
like, "What the fuck
fuck
is
off with
this?
that mask. Yeah.
I was like, "What the heck? Is this all this does? It's just because it's bullshit."
Yeah.
Uh,
But then like you get like Serpent Head or you get like the one with max HP, and then those are really nice. It's just like later on in the game, you have to sometimes be like, even if I get a good mask, it doesn't really help as much as 50 gold. So
Yep, that's another consideration. I'm glad that I like what it is. Like it gives you a good alternative option, so that yeah, you're never at like a deficit, and you can make those kind of calculated decisions. Can I manage if I get a week, um, or how much benefit do I get out of the positive ones? I feel like sometimes it's actually good enough, just because there's like the high risk, higher risk, higher reward than a lot of other. And sometimes you're in a pickle where you're just in a shitty situation where you just need something good, so you can just risk it.
and again, it's really low risk anyway. So like even if you get hit like with a weak mask, it's like whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm reevaluating now as we're talking. Because in the absence of you saying that, I used to think the weak one was very. I mean, it would depend on which class you were on. For me, like
Obviously, it's the worst with Ironclad or Watcher, but
yeah,
you don't know Watcher.
yeah, I don't know Watcher, but
Watcher
I
is like purple Ironclad, and she can't block in Act 3. That's the way I would describe her.
I mean, it looks interesting from afar because I haven't really looked at it.
She's
I just
also
looked
the
at like
most aggressive character in the game, like by far. She has like
I would
3 or
have
4 efficient block cards. Some people don't agree with me on that, but like I think her block package is just hot garbage.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I
Do
don't like her very
you like
much.
it?
A lot of people are sort of in the same boat with her. They're like, she's fun for 2 acts and then I die. Like in the bosses, you know.
Maybe they need to add some wraith form kind of card to the.
No.
um, like no, please.
No,
No
and
way.
also the way some of her like stance mechanics work, one of them like doubles the damage she would take from enemies.
That's
So
not good.
something like intangible for her, it would just be stupid. Which is
Yeah,
why
that
it
sounds.
currently is stupid, by the way. Just go to Council of Ghosts, get your apparition in. Ooh,
Yeah, Council of Ghosts is a pretty nasty potion.
yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I guess it is called GoldenEye, huh?
It is.
Huh. Well, how many
Personally,
fucking
I like
eyes
it.
are in this game?
No, I don't know.
Snecko Eye, Frozen Eye, Golden Eye. That's it, I
Hmm.
think.
Have you ever had Stone Calendar where you actually were built your
Um,
strategy around it as you
no.
got it?
No.
Because I picked it up pretty early in Act one time, and I was like, oh shit, am I gonna pure defense strategy and just let this thing on people? And I was like, no, it's not gonna work.
It's like
But I
doesn't
thought
it
about it.
doesn't do enough damage, kind of. If it
I
did
don't
like
know, dude.
200 damage on turn 7, then maybe I would consider that. But instead it does like 50, which is sort of like, yeah.
50's a
I think
lot.
like
I still
200 damage is when you start thinking about it, sort of. Nah, it's probably closer to like 150 maybe, but I don't know. It sort of doesn't like matter very much. Like your deck usually is supposed to be good. You don't want to wait 7 turns with a bad deck. I know what you mean. Like you could just like turtle up really hard, but it doesn't work because 50 damage isn't really enough for most of the things in the game currently.
well, I was saying like you'd be able to do a little bit of chip damage while those turns pass, but you just focus on not taking damage, and then the thing ticks off, and then you can just kill off
But see, a
whatever's
neural
left.
network would know that. A neural network would be like, "Oh, let's just do 100 and like, like 250 damage, and then the rest of the 50 damage will go to this thing." God, that'd be fucking mental.
Obviously. By the way, you're a neural network, you know?
I am not a
Literally.
neural network. I'm pretty shit, actually. I'll have you know.
No, I mean maybe not as competent as like a supercomputer neural network, but a human has a and like that's how you think.
Well,
That's
that's
how
fair.
you
Yeah, it's like the neuron stuff. Yes,
yeah. You're an actual neural network that somehow is self-aware. Are you self-aware?
I think
It's a
so.
good, it's a good question to ask.
Hmm.
No, I think it's a great question because as humans we have egos, and the the ego typically tries to latch good things onto it. You know, like if someone gives us puts out a good quality, we want to embrace it as our own. Like yeah, we have that. And if someone says a bad quality, typically we want to reject it. Oh, we don't have that. And that's in the absence of the truth of the matter, right? You don't it doesn't care. It's very biased, or egos are typically very biased. Not everyone, but if you don't try to think about it and become aware of it, it can be that can be the case. So, by the way, I know this is turning into a random like philosophy thing, but
No, that's
I think
okay.
it's interesting. Yeah, and if at any point I'm rambling or something, definitely stop me. But
Alright, should I stop streaming?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I closed it after it was a black screen for a while.